everybody, to the USS Guan, a Star Trek RPG show here on the USS Guan YouTube channel. My name is Tyler. I'm your wonderful GM. Wonderful and in pain, but we're going to continue. Joining us is 4 of our 5 crew members. The 5th crew member is Bullet today, but we are going to start absent him. Okay. Last we left off, I believe I was getting bodied. What did we do? What did we do yesterday? Last time? What did we do?
Good cop, goofy cop.
Yeah, good cop, goofy cop. You interrogated the Orion captain. Got some information from him. You continued on your way. Yeah, what did we do? I feel like was that like the main thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Holy shit. All right.
Yeah, they did a bit of research into the thing, and they did the research in the other thing, the Klingon problem and the subspace fuckery problem. I did say I pointed the ship at our next target and hit send, but we didn't need a scene for that.
For sure, for sure. And speaking of which, you have a lot of space to explore. And while I would like to convince you all that I have things planned for you at every planet you are going to be encountering, the next 2 sectors have, I think, a grand total of 14... Nope, it's 15 Class M planets that you have earmarked for exploration over the next 2.5 months. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go on a little bit of a fast track across time here. And we're going to go through this exploration. We're going to go ahead, and Jack is humming to himself as he's baking again. Once again,
we are going to be working on the
I'm actually
project.
not.
Yes.
I'm not entirely convinced Jack even has a computer. I think he might be playing on a fridge.
Do you have a Samsung fridge that you've hacked in some way to, like, instead of seeing through and, like, all the Samsung fridges all have a layer of frozen water at the bottom. Instead of the layer of frozen water that happens in the Samsung fridge, you just have a touch screen that's there. That's waterproof.
Amazing.
It must be it must be great. And you can switch screens to your oven when you're baking brownies. Stovetop.
Yeah, I've just got this incredibly technologically advanced kitchen in this really shitty apartment. It's just where I invested like all my money.
Yeah, and like your bedroom, you don't even have a calculator, you have an abacus. But like in your kitchen, it's full AI controlled. You got bake me brownies, and it's like Rube Goldberg machines go off, dumping eggs into bowls and shit.
You okay,
Made
buddy?
out of fucking Lego.
What?
You okay?
Made out of Lego.
Are you asking me or Jack?
Yeah, that joke was that joke was running.
Oh.
You're like, I didn't quite get to land yet. I'ma just keep firing.
Yeah,
now we got some abacus. And...
I'm drinking water, I promise. So continuing. Running a little crazy today. Yeah, so we're gonna be fast tracking a lot of this exploration time. And getting you guys through all this exploration and getting through the Shackleton project is going to take up a bunch of time. And like I mentioned, it's 2.5 months. So if there are scenes in the spanning interim area that you would like to run, please feel free to let me know, and we will absolutely get those scenes run. Had I thought ahead, I would have messaged you and have you come ready with ideas, but I did not. So let the creative juices flow. This time of exploration, deep space exploration is dangerous. A lot of different things could happen, but they are all going to encompass an extended task. Exploring the shadow of the extended task. Now, since exploration is mainly a scientific endeavor, the primary role for you is going to be science for this extended task. However, in terms of attributes, I will, as long as you're assisting in a scientific way, or if one of you is assisting with con in whatever way, I would allow that. But you can make an argument as to which attribute is the one that you're looking to assist with. Does that make sense?
Yep. No, makes perfect sense.
Okay, good. Drinking water to get hydrated. Exploring the Shackleton. And then we'll also be taking care of the Shackleton project extended task here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. But creating this, exploring the Shackleton, it is going to be, it's a big area that you're exploring, a bunch of planets. We're going to make this a work 20, difficulty of 4, magnitude of 4. Resistance on this is going to be 4 due to a couple of different things. Number one, you're exploring the Shackleton and researching the Shackleton's like innate qualities and learning how to map it at the same time. The more progress you get on the Shackleton project extended task will reduce the resistance of this. Also, you have some Orion prisoners, and keeping Orion prisoners in the brig for 2.5 months is liable to slow things down a bit and take up some personnel. That fact is also going to add a floating complication range of 3 to all of your rolls. It would be higher, but you guys made a lot of different choices to from like separating the leader, building an entire thing in cargo bay, like a temporary shelter. So comp 3 for that is just because there are Orions there, it has to be complicated, but you have helped that with your preparations there. Okay. Scientifically, I think we're going to start with a roll for exploring the Shackleton. Like I mentioned, the primary thing is going to be science, but make me an argument for controller daring and select a controller daring or presence or whatever, and select a primary roller, and I'll allow up to 2 assists.
Well, this is not Edward's project. This is Woodyard's project, so he's the primary.
Okay.
The ship will obviously be Sarah as the con, following his direction to go left, right, up, down, AB, select start, and to wherever he needs him to go.
You said you'd allow 2 assists?
Yes, so you just selected Mitchell as 1. You can select the ship as another if you'd like. Since it's an extended task, the talent that the ship has won't really affect the numbers in the extended task, but it will. The ship is a pretty good science ship, so that's a good idea. Or one of you can assist scientists.
Could you do me a favor, Tyler? Could you put the extended task numbers in the chat?
Yeah. Here, I'll even better. I'll give you a screenshot of it. And is there a way that I can? The extended task folder should be open to everybody, right? Or no?
Yeah, but unless you share that new one, the Shackleton project's there, but the other one's not there yet.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, here.
Yeah,
I forgot which folder that was in. Where
the
is
little
that one?
The little actor folder, and then all the way down to the bottom you see extended tasks. When you open
Got
that,
it.
Yep. And in a few moments, the other one should show up.
Okay.
Make everybody observe
Good.
that.
Would it be possible for me to assist with command in any way? Considering my role on the ship and what I do, but if not, it's fine. But
I think exploration and like earmarking stuff for it's primarily scientific, so I would only allow a science thing, but I would allow your presence to come in for your role, and that would give you a good target number. You're like,
yeah, and if the ship were assisting, it'd be sensor science.
it would be, yeah.
Okay, then the ship will assist.
Okay. Everybody should be able to see both the Shackleton project and exploring the Shackleton as for that. So you should have the numbers all there for that. I'm actually gonna change the resistance to 2 for that. Okay. So, Lieutenant J.G. Woodyard. So, keep forgetting.
You're doing the exploring the Shackleton this time, right?
Yes. So,
Okay.
yep. So it would be, for you, it would be you're the primary roller. So I would say control science. Control, I would. You can do reason if you want.
Oh, I would love to do reason.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I will. Do. No.
Oh, and by the way, for no other reason at all, it's a 4th arcane.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that. Thanks.
Yeah. No problem.
Looks awfully like there's 5 of us here right now.
What's the comp range on this?
The comp range is what did I say? I said 3. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm rolling the ship.
Okay, and so the extra dice that I can roll includes, extra dice I can buy includes the assistant roll, correct?
No.
No,
you
so
buy your
you can get up to 5 dice in your pool before the assist. The people who are assisting just have the 1 die that they roll.
Okay.
So that's not your pool.
All right. In that case, let's go ahead and buy 3 extra die.
Side of mission directive. Explore the Shackleton.
Yes.
All right. So that will be perfect. So you get 1/3 taken away. I would allow that as a site if you're doing it.
It's like spending a value.
Okay.
So you'd spend your determination to add that, and you reduce your threat cost by the first die.
And that will add a positive attribute to your rep roll too.
Also that.
Oh wow. Okay, so I'm taking away 1 determination because I cited a mission
directive.
Mission directive.
Yeah.
And so okay, and so then I get. So when I do my task, I am using determination there.
Yep.
And I'm supposed to be using my focus because of sensor operation.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it'll have a focus of that, yeah.
Fantastic. And the comp range was, you said
3.
Okay.
And then, so if you have both the checkbox marked, you only do 4 dice, because the 5th die, it'll roll, it'll just be a 1.
Okay. Rolling. And I'm gonna re-roll that 18.
Somebody want to roll for mental?
So I'm allowed to cite other attributes and disciplines for her based on the task? Or am I doing
con I would allow Mitchell to assist with con. Give me an argument for control.
It would be control con, because I'm deliberately keeping the ship wherever Woodyard is telling me.
Okay, yeah, control con.
And considering that, I'm going to hopefully cite the focus of evasive.
That was not helpful.
Was that an attempted reroll on your 18?
It was.
Yes, I'm sorry. I thought that you were done talking. I'm sorry.
No. That's totally fine.
No, that's fine. I'm just gonna cite using her focus of evasive to basically follow his directions and avoid any of the subspace fuckery that pops up. I don't like when he's quiet.
Have you rolled yet?
Yeah.
Or...
I have not.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to cite a focus, but I can't click yes until you say yes or no.
Yeah. For your focus. All right, so I am currently counting 7 successes with 2 comps.
Yeah. That is correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
also because we've just activated Sarah Mitchell for the 6th time. She is now a real girl with constant presence. However, she also has the talent Precision Maneuvering, reducing the difficulty of a task by 1 to a minimum of 0 when attempting a task that requires precise maneuvering.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know if
so
that's going to apply
you'll-
here, but
I'll say, yeah, you can generate additional momentum on that. For sure.
dear.
Are those two comps, are those floating and staying there?
How much momentum did we generate on this?
That's actually a good question. Let me
should-
get you that number. So difficulty was, oh my god, you generated four. I think so. Yeah, it was. Difficulty was 4.
Down to 3.
You were down to 3, and you rolled 7 successes. So that's 4 momentum.
So yeah, those complications can go bye-bye. Or you can let them have them. I'm good for either. I just fly the ship.
Yes.
Let's make those complications go by.
Okay. So Woodyard, go ahead and do me a favor. Roll your science score +2 in challenge. This is getting adding work to the work track.
Okay.
So I believe yours.
Um,
All right. The resistance. Oh, okay. So the resistance on that is 2. So that is only 3 work.
Can I use those effects for anything, or do anything with those effects?
Unless you have a talent that relates to extended tasks effects, I don't believe those. I believe it just means 1.
Yeah, I don't.
First, just trying to make sure we have what we need. Your untapped potential, you can roll a d6 and try to get an extra momentum.
Yeah.
I do want to say though, you could have re-rolled twice on that roll.
I was thinking about that. I was looking to see if bold science I did, but then I was looking to see if there's anything else that I guess I could have used.
Technical expertise.
Yeah.
Whenever you attempt a task assisted by the ship's computers or sensors, you may re-roll 1d20. So you had 2 re-rolls for that.
So you can try to quash that and bring 2 momentum back.
I think, unfortunately, I think that the challenge was already resolved by the time.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, unfortunately.
We got to keep in mind the statute of limitations.
Yeah.
I'd like to get those 2 momentum back from season 3, episode 4.
Yeah. Fortunately, with that, next time though, you can certainly use that. So what I'm gathering is there's still untapped potential that can give you more momentum, I think.
Yep. Roll a challenge die and attempt to regain a momentum back.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh.
Nothing changes.
Ever. The last
Each
years
roll.
I've been playing with you guys, nothing ever changes.
The character cannot. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So that's the floating 3 work, which unfortunately is not enough for a breakthrough. Okay. Those kind of, yeah. So as you continue along, you are going from place to place in sector 175 to 132. There are a couple of marginal planets that you're able to immediately cross off your list, Titan. There's one that is right on the edge of the Goldilocks zone, but is just a little too close to the binary star system that it's in order for the class M planet that's in there to produce any sort of life whatsoever. It's pretty much a barren wasteland with a marginal at best upper atmosphere. Yeah, basically, if Venus in our solar system was a little bit further out and had the opportunity and had it been a little cooler to, instead of CO2, produce some oxygen, that's pretty much what you got. Very little life. It's kind of sad when you go by it. You earmark that, and then you continue. Yeah, you continue on. Let's go ahead and right away go ahead and do a roll on the Shackleton project now.
Okay.
So for everybody there, everybody should be able to see the Shackleton project. You are currently at 6 at the work track. You have 1 breakthrough out of 5 magnitude. The resistance is still at 3.
Now, this one, I should be able to assist with command because I did last time, right?
Yes. Yep. For sure.
Where's this command?
All right. And I'm going to remember that I can re-roll twice here. I'm going to be
absolutely.
And I'm going to. I didn't buy. I didn't even buy 3 extra die last time, but I'm going to do it this time around because I know that Lady Luck is not on my side today.
Yep.
So
6 threat for 5 die.
Yes.
All right.
And I don't have more determination left, so I can't fight anything.
Yep.
But
all right. So I believe this is control science for the primary roller. I believe isn't it presence command for Hagen?
Yes.
Hagen gets an additional success. Oh nope, that's only when you're the primary roller, right?
I don't believe so. It's not what it says. Let's see.
Cast the talent for me.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds.
If you want that to be the case, you are God, so it is your decision.
Yeah, man, that's just a very short. I will allow it, but keep in mind that increases their complication range from 1 to 3 on that. So, yeah, I'll allow it.
1 to 2?
They increase their complication range by 2. So the the complication range always is 1 because 20 is a complication. Increasing that by 2 brings it to if you roll 18 or higher. Yeah, so 18, 19, 20 is the
right. But where does the comp range? It says they increase their complication range by 1 for that task.
I'm not sure if you had that written correctly, because when I look on here, I'll post it. Talent page. It says that.
Maybe it updated. I don't.
It might have.
Copied it directly. I copied it directly from that site, so it might have updated. But that's neither here nor there.
Okay. Well, here, if the book says it's 1, I will allow it to be 1. But if it says 2, I think we might.
I absolutely believe you, but I just, I only ever copy these from the site.
So. Right? Yeah. There's no. I'm not questioning you at all. So don't worry. Somebody want to help me find the talents in the science book quick?
Nope.
Huh?
I said nope.
You said no?
Now what? What's your plan now?
Yeah.
Take our word for it.
It's erase. Augmented ability. It's still 2.
It's still 2 in the book?
Yep.
Okay. I think I'll rule that go ahead and change that from 1 to 2.
Okay.
Sorry. We might have done it as 1 before, but we'll correct it to what it actually is. Okay, yes.
Alrighty.
So that will be a floating comp 3 for this one as well.
I think that's just for me, not
Yeah,
for
for
everyone
you.
else.
Not for
okay.
not for anybody else. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I won't be that mean. All right. So
All right. And the comp range for me is 1.
yes. And I believe I allowed 1 assist with the ship on this. So the ship will also assist with sensor science.
Great.
Is the resistance reduced to 2 for the breakthrough, or is that already accounted for?
So resistance is that stays on there no matter what happens with the breakthroughs.
And the magnitude stays the same as well, correct?
Well, yeah. So 5 is always the target number
Got it.
of breakthroughs. Yeah.
Got
So,
You're right. I'm sorry.
no, don't apologize. Jeez.
I'm so sorry. I didn't let you down. Okay. All right. I'm rolling. Oh yeah.
Yummy. We love it.
Why?
Hey,
Why have I put you in charge of anything?
I
I'm
know.
so happy that you put him in charge of something.
I'm re-rolling that 20.
Yep. Roll another 20, please.
His rank is
Don't you
provisional,
dare.
right?
So
No.
we're already at six successes.
Don't you dare re-roll a 20. Okay, that's better.
There we go.
Beautiful.
7 successes, and the ship should be assisting as well, correct?
All right, one ship's
let me-
coming up. I got it.
Alrighty.
Sensor science. Unless it's not supposed to be sensors.
Yeah, there you go. Sensor.
Send it.
Wow.
Nice. Then
9 successes.
It is 9, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Sure
right.
it is.
So, keep in mind that you have the floating resistance that's sitting on there. Go ahead and roll 4.
Spend.
I'm sorry.
Spin.
Roll.
Oh yeah, so it's 6 challenge die again. Same as
Yeah.
before.
Spend for piercing.
Oh, I have momentum. That's correct. You know what? I don't have my little cheat sheet to tell me how much. How much is
I think-
piercing?
Piercing is 1.
Yeah. So spending 1 momentum gives you the trait piercing 2, which gives you 2 of the resistance.
Okay, let's do that then.
Alright.
Okay. Jesus criminy. Oh. And I can't.
You can spend a reroll.
My
Yeah. Kesh was right. So you can spend 1
There you
to
go.
reroll any of the challenge die you want.
Okay.
So you can reroll those 3 blanks.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right. So it's one momentum to re-roll those 3.
Yes.
Okay. Let's do that. It's much better. Not
All right.
perfect.
That's
But much better.
7 minus 1 equals 6 work. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're up to 12 on the work track. 2
that's-
breakthroughs.
Woo!
So
Correct.
as you are flying through, you're attempting to coordinate 2 things at once, Titan Woodyard. So you've gone from being just like a normal like ensign science officer who works a shift to coordinating 2 sectors long, huge like initiatives. You have effectively restarted the Shackleton projects from its decrepit nature that when it was being led by the science staff on DSF. You're also coordinating an exploration effort. Your team is working nonstop. You're being an effective communicator and making sure that the science lab smells. You're working in there, and there's a lot of brain sweat happening.
Who's
And
eating Cheetos?
yeah, guys, hygiene, come on. Yeah, somebody has swamp ass in here, and you know it's not you. Well, we won't get into that.
That is terrifying.
Yeah.
Fiber,
Actually,
lots and lots of fiber, please.
yeah, for sure. We will actually run a little scene if you don't mind.
Let's do it.
Da, 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 da. 2 seconds. Ba-ba. Someone just messaged me.
Get rid of
Oh.
these windows.
No, I did, but I deleted it. I'm gonna scrap that idea.
Oh, okay. You just got off the bridge, Hagen. Would Edwards be coming down as well, or would it just be Hagen, do you think?
I can arbitrarily check on things. What else to do?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it looks so much sleeker without the top little bar. That's all right. Gonna grab crew. We got
That
Edwards
hurts.
there too. All right.
Hagen, have you put on weight? Oh, there we go.
Captain.
That's when I shot him, Your Honor.
He had it
He's
coming.
dismissed.
Ain't that? Oh, don't start singing Chicago, please.
He only had himself to blame.
Yeah, I tend to be pretty masked, but as soon as somebody starts singing Chicago, I go from wearing my normal hoodies to like full gay flannel.
Has anyone here watched Schmigadoon?
It's weird.
Yet, or
It's
more
like a whole
importantly, the
Sailor
second
Moon
season,
transformation
Schmicago?
thing he goes through.
Yeah, I can see those all that jazz hands from here. Yeah.
Oh. Ooh, speaking of all that jazz, I will be right back. Hang on 1 second.
Right, now he's gone. Has anyone watched Schmigadoon? But more importantly, the second season, Schmicago?
Chicago. I've
No.
been needing to watch that show. It seems like such a fun show.
It is a great show.
I still need to convince Ace to watch the Goes Wrong show.
Yeah.
It's not so much convincing Ace as finding a time when Ace actually feels like watching a movie.
Also valid.
Yeah.
Oh, Trev, I decided to go with the Bola carbine as my Star Wars character's main weapon.
Nice.
It's so fucking cool.
It is. It's a great idea.
Cameron's rocking a shotgun.
You wouldn't do the same.
Man, this dinner is gonna be so good. I am annoyed that I accidentally got Southern style chicken fillets, though.
Is that unbreaded Southern style? What does that mean?
It added pickle brine.
Oh,
Ooh, I do love a good pickle brine for some chicken.
For me, it depends entirely on what the chicken is used for. I didn't notice it with the chicken tenders, and I tried to mix them in with mac and cheese. That was not a good combination.
God, it's like Chernobyl in there. Anyways, let's keep going. So, ugh. Okay.
Why are the entire senior staff just visiting the science center? We're that bored.
I love
The
it.
entire senior staff.
I mean, space is big. There's a lot of space in space.
Lots of travel time.
It is kind of named after its most prominent feature.
Yes, vacuums.
There we go.
Come on down to Sears and buy our space vacuums.
Nature
They
hates
float.
them.
Nature hates them, but you won't with these prices.
Please buy them, says Sears on their knees. All we have is a parade. So you walk into the science lab.
What is the
Yeah.
Lieutenant?
I need those numbers on
Kestra.
planet 56273
Right here.
yesterday.
Yeah, right here.
Oh,
Yeah, we got them.
thank you,
Yep,
Ensign.
here.
Thank you.
Anybody want the rest of my onion sandwich? And he starts eating the sandwich on the bench.
Thank God.
It has locks on it.
Computer, please activate environmental systems filtration for odor.
Environmental systems online and functioning at full power.
Increase power.
Engineering override required.
She looks at Kelly.
Kelly's not there.
Apparently
That's why I'm
Kelly
asking.
is.
Kelly's token showed up.
I said nothing.
The warp core.
The funniest
Oh,
thing
I don't. Nick's gonna turn to Kestra's like, I don't think he actually knows we're here yet.
Yeah, I know. So, no, he turns around. Captain Commander, welcome to the Shackleton Project.
Yes, we it looks like you're getting a lot of work done. And she looks at the onion sandwich.
I'd say we're making breakthroughs every day.
Yeah, who knew that butter and onions go together?
Most.
Starts eating like a savage.
What?
Kestra does have to fight back a gag.
Yeah. Look, we're a little bit under the gun, but I gotta tell you, this is exactly what we all lived for. So, thank you so much for this project.
He's gonna
No
turn to the
problem.
one that was eating the sandwich. Is like,
Yeah.
blink twice if you need help.
I go. Infant, did you account for the variances in subspace frequencies?
Yeah, right here. He
Okay.
puts his sandwich on the table, starts typing with his greasy onion fingers, flicks it over.
I kind of look at Woodyard and I'm like, so you do realize you're on sanitation duty after this is done, correct? For at least this room.
Sure. I mean, whatever it takes. Listen. When we get into a job, we tend to get into the job, if you know what I mean.
I can see that.
But
Sir,
we promise this lab will be spick and span by the time we're done with this project. I promise you.
sir, we have
What
something's coming
is-
together with the frequency analysis here. If you want to come and take a look, this one. Actually, no. Hang on one second. Let me grab Skittles here.
Oh, poor Skittles. She's here too.
Tenant, right here. She pulls up. Well, I guess this is a presentation now. Look up here on the holo viewer, and you see a 3D model that's It's as though he took a map of the galaxy in this area and carved it out, and it's just sort of sitting there on blocks. So you see sort of your position spatially. You see the sectors cut in half. The sector 175-132 is pretty much just a box in front of you, if you will. I'm seeing evidence of. She points to this area and adds a filter. It goes from a normal sort of real space map to an image fraught with color. You see dark energy samples that have been pulled out. You see anomalous subspace readings that are just background radiation, and you see the areas of instability. You see these pockets of gravimetric energy throughout the sector that you've mapped and sufficiently mapped around. You also see, though, that when she filters out, she sort of you see Jennifer just sort of typing away at the console. That there is a ambient sort of subspace decay in this area that she marks out. That's sort of there as though it was background radiation, and she has finally been able to filter out everything to get the evidence of it show. Something happened in this area of space. You see the evidence of it here and here. Whatever happened way back when, this would have been not quite to the galactic formation. This is somewhat earlier, within the past million years or so. Something eroded subspace here. That's why we have such a difficult time maintaining a stable warp mode here. That's why this decay is what's causing technological malfunctions for ships coming out through here. I don't know where it comes from. We need to explore more space, but you can see how, as we get deeper into the Shackleton, it gets more and more intense. You see that the gradient is like a shade of lilac. It's a very, very light, and as you sort of get, I guess, more spinward, so more to the right on the big map, it gets slightly darker. The decay does, meaning that the decay is getting more severe the deeper you go into the Shackleton.
Can you zoom out on this? Can we determine any kind of directionality?
Well, since this is the first sector that we've really fully mapped, I can't really give you any of this really deep data, but she zooms out. I'm going to a political map mode here. It's like it's EU4 or something. You see the green space actually. She pretty much shows you this, the space map.
Yeah.
This, of course, sector 175132. That's the sector you're in currently. You see the gradient go from light to dark here. You see the blue space. She filters out all of like the Federation space there, and you see that the decay does exist in a very, very small quantities, sort of at the edge of Federation space here. You see that decay does not exist as you start going more anti-spinward, more to the left. There isn't any in Klingon space. Sort of as maps get into Romulan areas, there's no decay there. But as you start going to the right on this map, decay is getting more and more. At least in this sector. You haven't really mapped these two sectors yet, but Jennifer says, I would think the same effects are going to appear in the next two sectors. Of course, we haven't mapped those sectors yet, but once we get active scans and I can separate and delineate all the background radiation and dark energy and the sort of gravimetric distortions out there, that's what shows up.
Interesting. Does it bear any resemblance to the subspace degradation noticed by, and I say the name of those two scientists who figured out that subspace was getting damaged by warp travel?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I know what you're referring to because I like TNG. Jennifer, she says, no, I was a part of the I worked with some of the scientists who worked on that project. This is different. That, I guess, to put it into an analogy, Lieutenant, if you permit me, that was as though you're running back and forth on a car, and it gets more and more worn until holes start. This is as though you spilled a really, really hot liquid, and this is like the edge of the puddle. That's my view. It could, I don't know. It could get less and less. There could be an area there could be multiple areas of origin from this, but I don't know. It seems like we're on the outside of whatever anomaly is causing this.
Perhaps we can do some kind of tachyon scan on the area to see if the puddle, as it were, was evaporating. Maybe it's changing, getting heavier, deeper, shallower.
From what I see, the damage appears to be done already. From what limited tachyon studies I've been able to do, it seems to not be like an active effect. It seems like within a million years ago, something really, really bad happened to the subspace here, and it's just not stable.
Do you believe that we should be able to maintain our warp field integrity?
Oh yeah,
if we were to go further in.
Guan Yu is. I mean, we've been farther in than this. You guys have been to Vanguard, which is here.
Right.
As we get deeper and deeper, I mean, we were able to get a further sector length is not really a real measurement, but further and deeper in. Even the Klingons are able to get deeper
yeah,
in,
the ship can take it. This is more making sure that other ships, not as technologically advanced as ours, can survive out here. What's the point of finding the Lormians a home if we can't actually set up any support?
Well, our mapping of this area and the Shackleton project as a whole, Jennifer says, is sort of what the point of this is. I mean, if USS Venture would be able to come out here with some of our charts and be able to plot a course away from the gravimetric eddies and any weak, isolated, more damaged pockets of subspace, as long as we map the area sufficiently. I would only be able to speculate as we go deeper in, but yeah, that's what we have right now.
Understood. Well, good work.
Well, it's not all me. Titan, Lieutenant Woodyard, he was the one who put me on it originally, so. And she smiles at you.
He goes, "Oh God." What? I mean, oh, sorry, Captain. Lieutenant, sorry, Ensign. Please, let's see if we can find the border to this this effect. Maybe we can prepare and plan and use it for the Shackleton project.
Yes. Absolutely. Thanks, Lieutenant. And she gets back to work.
You guys look at Titan and he has the dumbest smile on his face. You're like, "Oh, you idiot."
Titan. Lieutenant Woodyard.
Yeah, it's Captain.
You can use people's first names, right? They're your team. They're your peers. It's okay.
Sure. I want to run a tight ship here, like you do, And
I'm gonna look over at Hagen.
Hagen literally, Hagen went and had to turn away real quick since she couldn't look at the captain after that. She had to look over at a screen. She said, "Oh, what's that?"
Oh, what's this?
Oh, sorry, Commander. Did you want a bite of my sandwich? Sorry,
No, I look the other way. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
He's like, I just respect the way you run this ship, and I want to do you proud. So I think a level of formality, especially when the commander is around, ship commander, is around, I believe, is necessary. So, yes.
Well, then you probably shouldn't wear your dance shoes to work.
I looked out. Is he wearing those shoes again?
No.
Yeah,
No.
so he is wearing the merengue shoes, and... just kidding. No,
He's...
I just hope that he looked down.
Yeah, he did. He totally did. He's like, "Oh, God." Oh.
She elbows the captain. Keep up the good work, Lieutenant.
Thank you.
And
As Nick-
maybe find an air freshener. And
Computer. Access fire suppression systems for the science lab. Allow for 6 1-inch cube small flames. Anything surpassing that activates suppression systems.
Command override required.
Edwards 928 Charlie Sierra.
Just kidding. Haha. From Kelly. You see it on this screen.
Okay. Titan, replicate some candles.
Yeah. I
he said the word.
You see in the replicator on the wall here that's not shown. You see a tray of, they literally say Yankee Candle on them. Hang on. Let me open. Yeah.
I was gonna say honey flavored, honey scented.
Flavored.
While I'm opening this up, can I tell you a genuinely really gross story from Jersey Mike's quick?
I love it.
And listen, I don't mean this in a derogatory sense. A very old, clearly Jewish man walked into Jersey Mike's while it was maybe 11:30. So it was about to be the lunch rush. There were some people in. You sent me the time. That's funny. He walks up to me. It was just me and one other person working, and the rest of the people came in at noon. And I'm the one taking the order, and I go, "Hi, sir. What can I get you?" "I want 5 giant tuna fish sandwiches." And I was like, "All right, it's time for me to just forget how to smell for a little bit because I hate tuna." And my manager helps me make the giant sub is 15 inches. So there's 15, 30, 45, 60, 15, 30, 45, 60, 75 inches worth of tuna in here. He looks at me and he says, "Now listen to me. I want you to dump oil and vinegar on the tuna." And I go, internally I say no, but I say, "Absolutely, sir," and I do double the amount of oil and vinegar that I would normally do. And then I'm done, and I look up and he goes, "Did you hear what I said? I meant dump. If you can you take the top off the oil and vinegar bottles and just dump full oil and vinegar on them?" I did quadruple the amount of oil and vinegar that I could do on these sandwiches. And then he looks at me and he goes, "Can you put it on the tops of the breads too?" Oh, yeah, okay. These tuna fish sandwiches squidged as I picked them up. I wrapped them. Oh, don't throw up, please.
I'm eating right now while he tells the story.
I went home that day at 4:00 after the lunch rush, and I walk in and sit at my sister's bed to bother her after work, and she goes, "Yo, you usually smell pretty bad after work. Get the fuck out of my room. How much tuna did you make?" And I said, "So much tuna." Yeah, this dude, I don't know if maybe he was if he was running like a Jewish kids camp and they all wanted their tuna for the day, or what's going on, but it was the grossest thing I've ever seen. And I looked at my manager after I made them before the lunch rush, and I go, "Please never make me do that again." And he goes, "No, dude, that's wild."
Gross.
Anyways, that scene ends. I'm taking momentum. So we're gonna go back to the map here. Let's keep rolling on these extended tasks.
I do have something that Sersha needs to be doing.
Oh yeah, what's up?
Sersha has an awful lot of a Ferengi's personal and business data that she needs to be sorting through.
Ooh, okay.
And first thing she needs to be doing is analyzing it to look for any safeguards, malicious files, viruses, tripwires, anything fun like that.
Sure. Yeah, after we roll on these extended tasks next, we'll get to that. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right, let's go back to the Shackleton Project 1, since that's on our minds. The difficulty goes down to 3. You are currently at 12 on the work track. Getting it up to 20 gets you an additional breakthrough. So your goal for this is to get 8 work, and then that gets you 2 breakthroughs. Lieutenant Woodyard, it's up to you again. So this is going to be control security, assisted by Commander Hagen's presence command, assisted by the ship's sensor science. For the Shackleton Project 1, how many dice you're buying?
Control security?
Oh, control science is what I meant to say.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I want to say those momentum so I can re-roll the challenge die, but let's just do 3 more die again. I mean, I need all the help I can get here.
With threat?
Control for threat. That's correct. We're gonna have 76 threat by the time this game is over. Let me do reason science for 4. Can I do that again?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I'm going to do that again, and I'm going to buy those 3. I don't have any more determination. This is 3 complication.
You have a bunch of milestones that you can cite if you would like to.
He's actually
You
only
have
sitting
so
on 6.
many.
I don't think I have that many. I think that we just never
6.
changed my.
No, we do.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Kelly, who never uses.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Kelly never uses hers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
He
did
says
get that.
unapologetically.
I did get that. What was it? Oh, sorry. I'll go ahead and go do this first before we talk about that. But
For sure.
okay. Using my focus, 5, complication range 3, and go.
Nope. Comp range of 3 is not on this one.
All right.
That's
just
on the
one.
Yep.
Even better.
Ooh!
I think that's a good roll.
Hey. Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
my
I think
God.
so too.
I don't want to jinx it by re-rolling that 13 either.
All right. Waiting on an assist from Kestra and from the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty damn good roll.
From the ship.
I mean, it's not a Kelly roll.
I was gonna say.
Look, that
Can't both do the ship.
that's unfair.
That's why I didn't say it. I didn't want to make you feel bad.
You have 1 float.
We can't. Yeah, Kester and I both rolled the ship.
Oh,
Forgive me for thinking Kester would roll her own character.
I was gonna roll both, but all right. And this is the Shackleton Project or the other one?
Shackleton Project.
Okay, presence command.
And since the 13 had showed up first, I'm gonna take that as the real one. So you're welcome.
Thank you.
And 3.
That's 2 successes from Kestra.
All right. You have 3 float. You're fully capped on momentum. What are you gonna do? Woodyard?
I'm gonna go ahead and give that roll here. Got 6 die coming.
Spin
Right
for
at-
piercing.
Oh yeah, spin for piercing as well. Yes. That's 4. Then I'm gonna re-roll those 3. Sorry, it's taking me so long here.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take it.
Also,
That
reroll-
is
Wish it was a little bit better, but I'll take it.
6 successes.
6 minus 5 equals. No, 6 minus 1 equals 5. Sorry, I'm a little dehydrated. And then 5. You have 5. Sorry, I'll stop talking about it. You have 5 currently. Because I'm a nice guy, you can spend 3 momentum and get a bonus breakthrough.
I think I'll do that.
Okay.
Go right ahead.
You
Also
are
roll
fully
another
cleared out on the work track, so
You're
I
welcome,
believe that's 4 out of 5 for that one. Okay.
Roll
We're
your
actually going to
untapped
just
potential.
go ahead and finish this one out. So go ahead and the difficulty is now 1. Difficulty 1 for this one. Go ahead and roll again.
All right. Um, I mean, I might as well buy 3 more again. Let's just get this out of the way here. Wait a minute. My Shackleton project counter went down to 0. So
Yep,
where are
because
we
you
at?
filled out you filled out the work track.
Oh, I did. Oh,
Yep. That's
fantastic.
what
So I
spending
just
the
need to
3
get.
momentum gets you 3 additional work, which gives you
So
another break.
I just need to get one more breakthrough. Is basically what it
Yeah.
is.
So
Got
basically,
it.
on this next roll, you'll only have to get a grand total of 5, 5 work on it, and you're done.
Got it.
So
Okay.
feel free to spend as much thread as you'd like, of course. But
Yes.
My God.
I bought three extra die with threat.
right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are at 39 threat, and it's not even 8 o'clock. I love this game.
Oh, those are all
That'll do it.
successes.
7, and the ship.
Yep. Definitely doing the ship, not typing in the log.
So that is 1, 2 with that is 5 float. Right?
Yep.
That's it.
I mean, if you want, you don't even have to roll. You can just spend the 5 float to be done.
Well rolled.
Yeah.
Make him feel bad.
And then
You know
let's
what?
spin the 5 float anyway.
Yeah, go ahead.
you
Go ahead and roll your
uncre-
challenges if you want.
And
There
then
you
spend
go.
the float on create advantages. Oh,
And
Woodyard.
then I mean, come on. Did you expect anything else? I mean,
Are you spending a reroll?
roll. Yeah. I'm gonna spin the reroll.
Are you spending for piercing as well?
Yes.
Ooh!
Much better. Much better.
That's how we do. That's how we do.
Equals 6. Ladies and gentlemen, you've I'll say an in-game month, you have completed the Shackleton project.
Woo!
So give yourself and Lieutenant Woodyard a round of applause.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Computer, replicate 1 round of applause, please.
Hooray, hooray.
It's funny
Of actual human hands.
yeah.
Oh,
Lieutenant
okay,
Woodyard.
well,
Hey,
I can't do clapping. Let me wait. There we go. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lieutenant Woodyard, we are going to start a scene in your quarters.
Oh.
You are fully asleep. You're asleep. It's 3 a.m. You haven't slept a full night's sleep in a bit. You still have work to do on the Shackleton project in your mind in the morning. You're really, really close to finishing it out. There's a common link that you're missing. You're dreaming. Yeah, what do you think? Is Titan Woodyard having stress dreams, or what's happening?
He definitely has stress dreams, definitely.
Yeah.
And most of the time they include Kelly and Raquel. But I think in this case,
Oh my God!
Oh, jeez.
Not sure how to take that.
it's not
That's the most.
hatred.
That's
Like,
the
doesn't hate
deepest
him.
and most
God.
sincere laugh that I've ever heard from Tristan.
Oh, wow.
He doesn't hate him.
It just took me out. It just
Yeah.
every single interaction he's had with Raquel and Kelly has been so stressful.
He's dreaming
Yeah.
about them.
Yeah, Woodyard, you're
Now there's numbers this time around. I mean, because it's like oh geez, more neutrino flows, more baryon fields, different gravimetric responses. It's
yeah, you're thinking about all the stuff that you're going to need to do to the main deflector tomorrow to finish this thing out. The deflector morphs from in your mind. Your mind shifts from your standard stress, and you see an expanse of the galaxy in front of you. You
There's so many stars.
you recognize the area of your research of the Shackleton. You're looking at this large, open mass of stars, of nebulae, of stellar nurseries, life literally being created in front of your eyes. Galaxy looks fairly similar, but maybe with a couple of minute changes to what you're used to. You see the area, sort of the boundary that you've marked out of the area of subspace disturbance, of degradation. And then something clicks. This is not a natural phenomenon. Some polity, something, someone caused this damage to you. Caused this damage to the galaxy. And as you make that realization, you see an explosion ripple out in front of you. A blinding blue light that you recognize as a tachyon dispersion from deep in the middle of the Shackleton. You see it ripple. Stars for a millionth of a second go dark and then come back on. And you see the area, which was still chaotic as the galaxy was, is now disjointed, fractured. And you see the attempts to fix itself bringing it back into chaotic order. And it's not quite able to do. And with that, you hear
Ensign, I mean, Lieutenant Woodyard here.
out of your stupor, you hear it that it's not a hail; somebody's pounding on your door.
No, understood. He's just completely out of it. He's like hitting his chest, and he's like, he doesn't have his badge on. Sorry, coming.
You get out of bed.
Oops. Walks
I'm
over
drawing light
to the door.
I keep forgetting that he has the poster.
He's also got Newton's Cradle and
I love the
stacks
logic
of pads.
Too, so. I love it. It's just great. He opens the door.
Hi.
Jenna?
Sorry, you. Oh, you called me by my first name.
Yeah, he just Jen. Well, we're not in the science lab.
Stop talking. She walks in.
Pardon the mess. And I go over and start cleaning up some of these data pads, and it's like, pardon the mess. I was looking over those numbers on Sector 5.
All right. Yeah. Are you doing okay?
How can I help you?
I don't really know. Oh God, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Ensign Strasser, Jennifer, looks at you and says, I have something to say, and I don't know if it's just because you're young, or whatever. So I was working late, and she hands you a data pad. I was able to find the origin of whatever this is. It's deep in the Shackleton. You see the lilac that's on the borders go into a deep, dark, molten red. There's an area of wildly intense gravimetric distortion in here. There's subspaces razor thin at this area. Something, from what I can tell, it's some sort of explosion. I don't know what sort of weapon would be able to annihilate almost this entire quadrant. But um, I wanted to wait until the morning, but
No, I'm glad you didn't.
There's something I don't this usually comes a lot easier to me, but she starts leaning in.
Don't make me make a present or
So
or
I am gonna make you roll now that you mention it.
no.
So insight con roll, I'll say difficulty of 2, comp range of 7.
Oh,
She's
revenge.
She's trying to make
The
a move.
bold. Hold on just a second.
Someone leaves.
Tristan.
Sorry, my headset was going out. Okay, so I guess I can't use a focus on this one. I'm not gonna get rid of any momentum
Unless
or
you
add to the
have
threat.
have like seduction as a focus, right?
I
Yeah, that's what he's known
I
for.
I do not.
Is there a
Okay.
milestone that could come into play here for you?
I don't think so.
Anything about new experiences?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Really?
No.
All right.
Everything is yeah.
To be nice, I'll reduce the comp range to 5.
I'm just gonna
You're just gonna roll?
and just
All right.
See how bad it gets. I mean,
I'm gonna spend
will-
threat to let you re-roll.
oh god.
Come on.
I will say this.
Yep.
Geordi LaForge is my favorite Star Trek character. I will say that.
Just someone with the worst luck in the world.
And exactly. And I re-roll again.
He eventually found love.
There you go.
So
So many
close to
twos.
2 crits.
I know.
So
we're so close.
So Titan, in the interceding second, you feel yourself filled with a confidence that you didn't know that you had. I would put it at 92.8% likelihood that Jennifer Strasser is trying to kiss you right now.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
What do you do?
He says that out loud. He says, "Oh boy."
No. he turns and he
No, I'm all woman.
he looks at her lips and he looks at her eyes and goes, "Is this what I think it is?"
Jennifer goes, "Yeah, it's embarrassing for me too, okay?"
Okay. He leans in and gives her a very PG rated kiss on the lips. No open mouth, no tongue.
Nice.
Very, very, very nice. PG,
She hangs out there for a second. She pulls away and she goes, yeah, that's been a thing that's been sort of waiting. I've been waiting for a moment to. Yeah. Sorry if you didn't God, I'm not usually this awkward. I'm not a you level of awkward. This is so stupid. Anyways, I found this out. We might want to tell the captain in the morning. And she starts to turn around to leave.
This is gonna be so horrible. He goes, "Wait, Jennifer."
Yeah.
This is not a natural phenomenon. Let's see if we can get some kind of dispersal pattern on those tachyons and gravimetric forces.
Honestly, that would probably be comforting.
Yeah. Honestly, that there. Can someone flip a coin for me?
Absolutely.
Heads.
She starts walking back towards you. And that's where we're gonna fade to black.
I was gonna say my next light. I was gonna say computer lights at 25%.
To 25%.
They don't want to hurt their eyes.
Yeah, for sure.
He's got exactly. He's got to know where he's going.
You need a little light.
Anyways, sorry. That's been a tension that I've been trying to have happen. If that's okay. Sorry. Anyways, I'm dehydrated.
Perfect.
Let's keep going.
Perfect.
We'll say the same night. What? I changed it, didn't I? Oh, this is it, isn't it?
Hasn't started playing yet.
It's playing for me.
Yeah, it takes a second for everyone.
Here we
else.
go.
Anyways, Kelly, you're vibing out. I'm turning this off. Too much. You are sitting at your desk. Is the investigation stuff that you would that you're trying to do with the Ferengi, with what's his dick?
Rokel?
No,
The
Ferengi.
Quimp?
Quimp.
Quimp.
Thank you. With Quimp, is that something that you do on duty or off duty?
Off duty.
Off duty. Okay. Would you be using your? I guess since you're the expert, where I envision this in your quarters, but is that the place that you're thinking?
Yeah. Remember, she had a Dune bring her a isolated console to work on.
Right. Yeah, you have that isolated console pulled up. Yeah, because Kelly is a pretty light sleeper, anyways. As in doesn't sleep a lot. It's probably 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. The ship's at warp. You're making your way to the next sector. What exactly are you looking for first?
The first thing she's going to look for are any safeguards, things that might trip an auto-delete sequence if she does something wrong. Defensive countermeasures, basically.
For sure. I actually believe you've done that already. In a previous episode. I could be wrong, but
I do not recall it.
Okay.
But I will trust you.
With that, I'm just gonna hand wave it. Quimp may or may not work with the Orion Syndicate. He himself, not a computer thing. So yeah, he does have some safeguards in the way, but it's at a civilian level to where what he thinks would work. You're able to not even physically interface with the device. You're able to just do it with your DNI, and you swipe past all those. You see his personal files laid out in front of you, and you see a encrypted file that does not match the the file directory number. So of the rest of the files. So all the files are labeled under Quimp Rocks with an X. And there's that file, and then there's a file that has a numerical designation on it.
All right, well, let's check that file first. It's the obvious thing.
Give me just one moment. I'll actually give you that numerical designation.
I swear to God, if it's written in elite speak, I'm going to slap you.
There's not a very good chance of that because I don't know what that is. So just to give you that.
This line can't stop me because I can't read.
What a great roast from a guy that I just gave a romance scene to. So continuing. Oh, that's lead speak. Okay, yeah, get fucked with that. The numerical designation is this.
Okay.
Actually, let me double check. I'm so sorry. There. Yep, it is that.
All right. Does that have any? Is there any significance there that's jumping out at me?
Go ahead and make. It's going to be reason. Choose a you know, choose con, science, engineering, any of those.
That's gonna be engineering.
Okay. Yeah, make a reason engineering check, difficulty of 1.
Do any
yeah,
focuses apply?
let me look at your sheet quick. No, not in this case.
All right. I'll just roll the 2 dice flat.
Yeah, even with the success on that, it's not ringing any bells. You sort of, yeah, you sort of first go to engineering. You've seen like numerical designations like this. You use sort of your cybernetic memory going back. You don't this this format isn't really a numerical format that lives in engineering to you. Now that you think back.
Okay. Well, let's try to decrypt that, shall we?
Okay. Go ahead and this one. Go ahead and give me a. I'll do another control engineering check. Difficulty of 2. Your computer's focus will come into play here.
Will what?
Your computer's focus will come into play.
Okay. What about computer expertise?
Since this is an isolated console, let me hang on. Let me look at. Does that involve?
You want me to click it?
No, I got it. Programming or study of a computer system. Yeah, you can add the D20 to that for sure.
Okay. And direct neural interface?
It is your choice whether or not you would like to directly interface with an encrypted system.
I'm going to hold off on that till I know what it is.
Okay.
Right, focus. I will give you 2 threat for an additional dice to get my bold engineering.
Yep.
And away we go. I'll re-roll that 20.
Okay. That is 3 float. Yeah, it's fairly simple to decrypt. You do see Orion designations as you get past the encryption, something that you expected to see. Um, the only data that exists past the encryption is a text file.
That's interesting. What does it say?
I'll tell you. I could spell. How do you spell the word satellite?
2 T's Lite. I think. Yeah, it is 1 T, 2 L's. Sorry.
1 T, 2 L's.
Thank you. I knew that looked weird. That's what it says. It says designation I, one satellite.
One satellite?
Yep. That exactly what's typed in there. I typed it into the file for you.
Oh.
Maybe it's I want one satellite?
You do have 3 float.
Well, I would quite like to spend that float for more information on this.
You can ask me a question in relation to the information that's in the text file. However, the text file is what it says.
Okay. It's basically just like a .txt file.
Yeah, and it's less than a kilobyte of information. It's literally 14, 15, 16, 20. It's 21 characters.
Okay, so let's take designation I, one satellite, and use that as context for figuring out any potential meaning with the file name.
Okay. That's 2 float. With that, in answering that question, I will give you a hint. Originally, you're thinking as entirely in an engineering mind frame right now. You sense that it is neither related to the command or engineering disciplines, and not to security as well. So
All right.
yeah. So that
Let's
leaves you
try
con, science, or both.
con.
Yeah, go ahead and give me reason con difficulty 2.
Okay. I am going to spend 1 threat and 2 momentum for 2 extra dice.
Okay.
Just to, clear that remaining 2 float. So our momentum should... Actually,
Yep.
I'm just going to spend... I'm only going to spend 1 of the floating momentum, so we should still be capped at momentum with the 1 float, and I'm rolling 3 dice.
This is a separate roll.
Oh,
so
damn.
the float falls off.
Okay, so I'm still just going to spend the 1 momentum, so we should be at 5.
Okay.
Do any focuses apply?
Electronic warfare or espionage, maybe?
Espionage, maybe. This is certainly trying to obfuscate its purpose.
Yeah. I'll allow espionage at cost. Add complication range to make it comp 2.
All right, away we go.
Okay. Yeah, you're not. So your espionage comes into play here because this is something that you don't run into very often. It's so little information, but it's laid out in a way that makes it seem important. You succeeded at con. I'm going to be sending you a PDF. Actually, 3 PDFs.
Okay.
Jack is intrigued.
Jack is very intrigued.
There you go.
What have we here?
Jack, if you'd be so kind as to narrate what just happened for the people out of character.
These are maps. These are
Which,
sector maps.
by the way, Woodyard has had. So this isn't necessarily new information for the group, but it is for you. And let me know if you need anything written out again.
Hello, hello, hello. System SE175132-0082. Red main sequence star with a companion red main sequence star. Designation I. Satellites 5. It's not an I, it's a Roman numeral.
I can hear the gears in your head turning. It's so fun.
Let me double check with what was written here. Designation I, 1 satellite. Here we go. Fucking found you. I think. Designation I.
I feel the tension.
Okay. Got. That's 2 so far.
Make sure that you're going in the right place. Which sector are you currently looking at? Because there are 3.
That was sector SE175132.
And
So
I gave you a designation that looks like this earlier. That's the file name.
Right. Where are you?
My, how the turntables. With that, I'm gonna step away for a second.
That's the bottom sector.
SE548890. Okay.
You're a short motherfucker and nobody likes you.
$143, $160. Okay, here we go.
I do not understand the vice-like grip that the Greatest Showman has on megachurches.
I don't either. I don't understand like mega churches at all because like you'd think any Christian would look at that and go, well, this is a den of corruption.
I'm of the opinion that if your building has an entertainment system bigger than most stadiums, that's an entertainment company.
I'm inclined to agree. I remember, I think it was Hurricane Katrina, we had massive flooding.
Oh, I remember that.
And Joel Osteen closed his doors to people who had been flooded out of their homes. Meanwhile, Mattress Mac, local personality, opened his.
Mattress Mac.
Yeah,
How did
I'll
the
give you
research go?
2 guesses to figure out what he sells.
That sounds like $5 Frank.
Oh shit.
$5 Frank was a guy who lived near where I
Focus
was
up, kids.
born.
All right, here we go. Jack, how'd it go?
I have found the star system,
Yep.
and now the question is, do I want to wake the captain up at fuck o'clock in the morning? And the answer to that is yes.
I love it. Are you going to his
Saoirse-
quarters?
No, she's going to tap her comm badge. Kelly to Captain Edwards.
Cut over to Edward's quarters. As we get serenaded. Edwards, what are you doing at 3 in the morning?
I hope asleep.
For sure. You were reading a tablet in bed, on your weird reclining beach chair couch, and you fell asleep, and you hear
That tracks.
the
Edwards to who?
Commander Kelly, sir.
Oh, we gotta work on your boundary issues. What's up, Saoirse?
I've got something I think you should see on, about that little project you gave me, sir.
Yep. Okay. I'm on my way. Where are you?
My quarters, sir.
Okay. I'm on my way
You
there.
come back to Kelly's quarters.
It's like, there is the music. It's like 4 doors down.
Why is your room music just a bunch of kobolds in a cave?
Because you haven't heard more than 10 seconds of it.
It sounds like 10 kobolds up to mischief.
You got the mischief part right, certainly. Enter. So Saoirse is kind of like sitting back. She's got a bowl of popcorn she's munching on.
Is it mixed with Skittles?
Nah. That's
Nah,
terrible.
Why would
Skittles is
you
the
ever?
Titan.
It's M&M's. You mix it with M&M's. It's popcorn and chocolate, not chewy candy.
I always
Right,
did
right.
both.
And Skittles is with Titan.
Oh, God, yeah, that's happening at this time.
Also down the
Well,
hall.
I mean, unless it's about 30 seconds after.
Kestra
Well,
is
listen,
blissfully asleep.
Listen, your character is young and virile, not. It's okay. All right.
Okay.
So, after I had probable cause to, say, search Quimp's private files, I copied them over wholesale, and I've been going through them, and I found a very interesting file. Literally 21 characters in a single text file in an encrypted location with the name SE-548890-0160.
Why is that familiar?
Because that's a star system, Captain.
Yeah, I wanted you to rename everything. I hate using those
The,
designations in my log.
The text designation, Roman numeral 1, 1 satellite. And wouldn't you know it, that corresponds to the first planet in the star system. H-class desert, 1 moon. Molten core, rotation, 28.99 hours. You want to swing by and see what's up?
A couple
Don't look
of
at it.
materializes.
Saoirse leans over to look at what was replicated.
It's a cup of coffee, steaming.
Want some coffee, sir?
I'm going to look at it skeptically. Sure, I can take it.
The bad news
So-
is that as soon as you drink it, you're turned into an equal volume of spiders.
All right,
I'm
so
muting you.
this this system, it's not in the sector we're in. It's in the next one over, correct?
Is that correct? Jim?
Yeah.
looking at the map, the sector 548890, you guys are currently just making your way into the middle sector 942518. So that system that you have found is in the not in your current sector. You would have to keep going to the next sector.
Okay. Well, we're going to be crossing over into that sector shortly anyway. Let's see where this system lies in our planned path, and maybe we'll make some adjustments.
Oh, and Captain?
Hmm?
There were Orion fingerprints all over the encryption. We show up.
Okay.
We might want to show up looking for a fight.
Good to know. Well, let's go see who's at helm. Make some adjustments.
You going to the bridge?
I will be, as I go to leave the door. Hey, Saoirse, grab Raquel. I think our guests might be able to shine some light on this.
Copy that.
And I'll go to the bridge to adjust our heading and leave our security chief and espionage expert to torture.
All right. We make our way downtown, walking fast, down to the cargo bay. Does everyone make clear who you're going to? Are you going to the captain, or are you going to the general crew in the cargo bay?
Say again?
Are you guys gonna be? Yeah, I guess I'll ask Kelly. Are you and Rokel gonna be going to the captain, or are you guys going to the cargo bay with the rest of the General Orions?
I believe the implication was for us to go do some interrogation.
Yeah.
So we're gonna head to the cargo bay, and she will fill Rokel in on what she's discovered on the way.
All right.
Yeah, I wanted Raquel to investigate on the KDF stuff and the whole, I guess, somewhat before this whole meeting took place.
Yeah. Would Rokel be up at night?
Sure, he'll be up
Yeah.
late trying to do all this work. He has a lot of work on his plate.
Orders, which are, for whatever reason, flipped as though there is another room next to it. All right. Rokel, where are you?
He will have a little drink of frappuccino with him while working on this stuff.
Okay. So what? What you know about the KDF equipment right now is that the equipment. To go through over this thing again, came from a shuttle that's deeper, a station that's deeper in Klingon space, stopped at Narendra, and then made its way over to the Syndicate Enclave on the Anzai homeworld.
Okay.
You know that some of your former group people were involved in getting the weapons into Orion hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
In light of this, he will not contact Czech. Instead, he will contact actually 3 people. Actually, technically 4
Cool.
people. Okay, the first person he will check is someone he'll contact is someone from the House of Martak, but someone who's like maybe working in intelligence, like KDF intelligence or something like that.
Go
Someone
ahead. Yeah.
from his house, though.
From your house. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say this will be a rep roll for you. To see if you rate a meeting with somebody in KDF intelligence. I believe your rep is it still 7 and 3? Is your target number still 10 when we do rep rolls? This is
My rep track is still 3.
rep track is still 3. Okay, cool. So go ahead and make a roll with a target number of 10.
With the
Roll.
perform challenge.
No. So you're gonna roll die. So you're gonna have 2 die to start with, right? 2d20. You can still um, add die if you want. You start with the normal 2. You can still add die with threat if you'd like, or momentum. The difficulty for this someone in your house reduces the difficulty, but someone in intelligence increases the difficulty. So I'll say diff 3.
Div 3. Okay.
Yeah. So
So,
you start with the 2 die. You can still add.
right, right. So, how about I give you, you know what? We'll give you some more sun threat for 4 dice. See if I
Okay.
roll properly. So 2 more
And
dice
this
here.
is a question that I'm asking Rokel to see what Rokel would do. Would Rokel attempt to mask in any way that you're attempting to link into the KDF subnet?
Like, what do you mean mask?
So
Like
are you
mask what?
doing this are you just opening a communication link with whoever you can get, or are you trying to disguise your efforts in any
Oh, I'm thinking he's probably going to be too far to get like a video call with someone, probably, right?
way? No, actually. So you're pretty close to Klingon space. Your
Ah,
communication would be routed through the Starfleet station network. So it would it would pretty much go on an active link through DSF to Narendra, then to KDF links, subspace links. So you're able to get a video call with someone if you'd like,
oh,
um,
okay.
or you can send a message, whatever you want. The only thing that I'm asking is, are you trying to be sneaky in any way with what you're doing?
Oh, okay. Um, you know what? I don't think he will be sneaky about it
Okay,
because he does not want the captain to be like concerned too much, which he will be contacting him very shortly as well.
okay. Um,
But
in that case, Rokel, instead of this
yeah.
being a diff 3, it's actually going to be a post.
Oh,
Opposed by
oh,
who? You don't know.
okay,
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 so it's your rep. And in this case, actually, then I will let it be control engineering or security.
All right, let's do security.
Okay.
My part. Does me being part of House of Martok can be used as a focus here?
Yeah, I'll say that that gives you one additional success.
Okay. Huh. And this is opposed. I'll go ahead and give you because okay, you had 36 threat earlier. So but I gave you threat for 4
Yep. So
dice. Would
yep. So the
that
total that's here that's there right now is for your roll with 4 dice,
okay, cool. All right then.
which I'm going to spend back to you, but
All right.
that's neither there or there.
And you know what? I'll spend a value.
Okay.
How about the how about proud and honorable, or the only prize in war is victory?
Okay. I'll take proud and honorable since you're not hiding what you're doing.
Okay. All right then.
In which
And
case, are you still um, do you still want to have your 4 dice and a crit? Then
yeah,
okay, I
yeah.
get one more threat. Actually,
Huh.
2 more threat then. So yeah, have 4 dice and then check the box for the crit.
All right then. We'll go ahead and roll. Awesome. Okay. Can I re-roll that 17?
Yeah, if you have
Because I
if
do
you
have
have bolt
bold.
security.
I do have bold security.
Okay.
So.
Gosh, he has so much threat. Oh dear.
Ah, dang.
Okay. I'm going to spend 3 threat to get a value. I have 4 die. His target number is 14. So this, whatever this is plus 2 successes. And you actually have plus 1 success, so you have 6 in total. Oh God.
Yeah.
Rolled like shit.
Me and my boys are gonna mess you up.
2 momentum generated on that.
Okay.
Yeah, you're able to very easily link it to the click on subnet. I don't have a token for him, but you reach a distant relative of yours in intelligence.
Okay.
Rokel, I believe.
Good to see you.
What is the nature of this call? Galactic. It's 4 a.m. at galactic time.
Yes, this is actually important.
Oh.
I regret to inform you there might be some corruption within KDF.
He laughs. We were wondering when when somebody else would find out. Yes, we are very. Some parts
Yes,
are very.
I do
corrupt.
have. In fact, I do have some.
Specific
I do have some
corruption.
names that are potentially. I do have some names of people who are potentially could have a role to play in this, and he gives out the names of those KDF officers, and give him the full list of all the serial numbers and equipment he's found, and basically tell him everything what it has happened so far.
He looks at the data that you sent over. You see his sort of ruffled locks tied back to get out of his face. He's sitting at his desk. Roko, this is fine work. We will take action on this at once. They have stolen from the KDF supply stores. They will be imprisoned and probably they will not have honor anymore within
And
KDF.
they're interfering with our efforts and fighting it in a war with the Dominion.
Yes, this is the greatest treason. Well, I thank you for bringing this to the KDF's attention, Rokel. You have served the Klingons, the Klingon Defense Force, and the High Council with great honor. Rokel, you can have your determination back.
Awesome.
You have
Thank
you have ratted out a bunch of fuckers in the KDF, and you did your job as a KDF exchange officer. Good job.
Thank you. Awesome.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to bed. Before either one of you gets us killed, or worse, expelled.
That is the second Harry Potter reference tonight. You just don't know it because I did it in the log. She laughs in the face of digital security and Alohomora as her way to find a text file.
All right. It's around this time that you get the communication from Commander Kelly, who is apparently awake, that you and her were given an assignment by the captain to interrogate some Orions in the cargo bay.
Oh, okay. Well, there was one other person he wanted to contact as well, but he can just send like a message instead, a message to
Okay.
the Starfleet commander on that station Orange station.
Yes, you send
Jennifer Halos.
Yeah, you send a report to Halos, and Halos does not respond because it is 4 a.m. But
Right.
Do they have no one on duty? No night duty?
He sent it to Halos.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey girl, thinking of you, ratted some people out. Have a good night.
He will send.
Well, you don't know who's involved in it, so you get it to the guy who you
Yeah.
know isn't.
Yeah,
Yep.
he will send a full report to her, like just kind of like, hey, be on the lookout for these kind of Klingons who might potentially have a role in this.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. For sure. For sure.
All right. That might also help with her investigations on her end, and of course, given that how he has gotten some information, from well, not some information, he will send out. Well, actually, no. He will just gather the pad and organize the captain's report because
All right.
the captain does not like it when he's contacting Czech or any other Klingon. So
What a 180 that Rokel has taken on that. That's great. So let's let's head down to the cargo bay.
That's a weird way of saying, hey, don't tell all of our secrets.
Heading down to the cargo bay. Because there is some other stuff that I would like to get to tonight. This will take and I don't want to have to narrate what 16 Orions think about this. With Kelly in the lead, number one, what are you trying to glean from the Orions? Exactly.
Basically, at this point, we're just looking for confirmation of an Orion presence.
Okay. With Rokel assisting with control security, and Kelly, you will be leading this with control security as well. If you want to let Rokel lead, you absolutely can. Tis up to you.
I do have a focus for this. I think criminal investigations, would that work for that?
I take that. Yeah.
I will let Rokel take the lead. I'll supply backup.
Alrighty. Rokel, go ahead and give me a control security roll. Difficulty of... These are some pretty low Orion. So I'm going to say difficulty of 4, assisted number 1 by Kelly with control security. I will allow your espionage focus to come into play here. And the ship will be assisting because you built this really nice temporary lodging. The ship will be assisting with structure security.
That's a really... Why not system?
Why not what?
Why not system?
System?
Why not systems security?
That's
Systems
not
aren't the
a
same.
real thing.
Yeah, they're all systems. The 6 systems
They are.
are.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Do you
All
maybe mean like computers?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's gonna be structure security for that because you built the thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So control security difficulty 4. Rokel, you buying any dice?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. Difficulty 4. You know what? We'll go ahead. You know what? It's the holidays. We'll go ahead and give you 5 dice.
With threat.
Yeah.
All right.
Happy holidays. And yep, we'll go ahead and roll. Awesome.
Hey, it was very effective. And then we're waiting on the assist from.
Very persuasive.
Yes. Waiting on the assist from Kelly and from the ship.
Ship's
All
gonna
right.
suck. And I rolled sensor science because I'm so used to rolling sensor science, but it wouldn't have mattered. It's a 17.
Espionage focus.
For sure.
Damn.
Yeah, Kelly, you sort of have every intention of assisting. Rokel has it in the bag. The first, the first Orion that you walk up to, you do the whole open the shields bit. You grab him by the scruff of the neck and pretty much scream at him, "What's in the system?" The Orion, before shitting himself, says, "It's a center of syndicate activity in the area. Listen, it's that's where we get our orders from. The communications come from that area. Please don't eat my face." And then the other Orions kind of look at him. What?
Sersha looks at him and looks at the Orion, looks at Raquel, looks back to the Orion and says, "I can't make that promise."
A wet
Raquel
spot.
draws his Doctane just to kind of like branch in front of him.
Then Sersha has this chocolate mocha frappuccino with like a bunch of fucking whipped cream on it and a straw, and she just slurps on it as she watches this unfold.
Excuse me, sir. You have a little whipped cream on your everything? Says one of the Orions, who apparently, according to the accent that I picked, is in a suit and tie and has a top hat on. Now you know why I do not mess with accents. I do not have any.
Can I have
Basic Oh yeah, it's either a dapper gentleman, British gentleman,
Fucking
or
Dickens ass Orion over here.
or an orphan with like who's wearing overalls and a weird like one of those floppy hats and is holding out a tin. Yeah, for sure. Still dehydrated.
Please, can I have some replicator
Please.
credits?
Please. Yeah. Basically, the scene ends, and you're unless you have any other questions to ask, because you currently have free flow.
Well, we can we ask like how many Orions are there, or what's the Orion presence like? Why, or what are they doing there, basically?
It's just where we get our orders from. That's the only reason why the system came to my mind. It's where it's where the communications come from, and that's where we get our orders. We got the orders to make a base on that planet from that system. I don't know. We don't have any names. It's the Syndicate, man. They're fucking crazy.
Okay.
Sersha just sips her drink again and says, "Do you know if there are any ships in the system? Have you seen,
I haven't been there.
ships passing through?"
I haven't been there. I've never been there. God, these guys are really weird. They pressed me into service because I couldn't pay any of my debts.
Raquel picks him up, slams him to the wall, puts his Doctane to his neck. He doesn't do anything though. Are you sure of this?
Sersha looks around to the other Orions and says, "So does anyone have any other useful information, or are we going to have to start going like counterclockwise here, or what?"
One of your Orions who's in the next cell to the guy that just got slammed in the wall. Yeah, he's right, man. We got our orders from there. I might have seen on the captain might have mentioned a couple of ships that go in and out from there, but we really don't know anything. I can't even give you like crew manifests or what kind of ships they are. Probably Klingon from all the Klingon equipment that we've been given, but I don't know.
Well, Rokel, why don't we get you something that let's get you something that is less of an ethical concern to eat.
Raquel, do you release him?
Yeah, he releases them, but he just looks at him with his Doctane and just kind of just shows a face like you better not be lying to us.
Please, I've already shit my pants with you. Just don't do anything else.
And he walks out.
You guys do need to get him some new pants. That is Starfleet protocol.
They don't. We got crewing for that.
Walks out, closes their cell, and puts his Doctane, sheaths his Doctane.
God, what a puss, says the guy in the next cell. And the scene ends. All right, so, Kyle, do you want a scene on the bridge?
I'm just going in to adjust course correction, basically readjust the plan so we can check this place out sooner rather than later.
Okay.
You don't need a scene for that.
Okay. So tell me exactly what your plan is then. So you're probably like right. Where's the ship? Did I take the? Oh yeah. So you're probably right about there. Just now heading into 942-518. The system in question is there.
Yeah. So like we've still got this entire fucking sector. So if I'm gonna draw. There is something we can do to adjust our plan to maybe go here, and then...
Yeah, so basically starting the first half of the journey and then taking a little bit of a detour, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and by the way, with the efforts that you guys were able to do, figuring out the source of all the areas. By the way, that area... Just to mark that on the map. Draw a tool, draw an ellipse. It's right here.
You drew nothing. Oh, way over there.
Yes, it did.
Oh.
That appears to be the source of the disturbance, all the way down here. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sectors away, which goes to about what? How many light years?
25 light years a square.
So 25, 50, 75, 100. So about 150 light years is the radius of the distortion.
Jesus.
So, all right. You put that plan into motion. Let's take a look. And God damn it. Okay. Well, the folders are going to be moving everywhere because I did a dummy. Oh, please. Oh, good Lord, please. Please go back. Thank you. Exploring the Shackleton. All right. So we're going to clear... With that, we're going to be able... I will say if you want to clear the Exploring the Shackleton stuff, and then get to that area in the time that you planned, like, you can extend your sensors, and that will change the extended pass. It's going to be still the same magnitude. The resistance is at 2. Yeah, so this will be, again, reason, science, or Woodyard. The comp range has disappeared. You have instilled the fear of God into the Orion, so they're not doing anything. But if you want to get all of your mapping done, I'll say that if you like put the stuff into overdrive, get all of your mapping done, and try to find a planet, I will say that you have 3 attempts to do it. If you don't, not the end of the world, but you're going to have more exploration to do after you deal with the Orions. How's that sound?
He is muted. It has been for some time.
Woodyard!
He's back now. He said AFK, still listening over an hour ago.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm here. I was away from the keyboard. Sorry.
That's okay. Yes. So Trev, you have 3 attempts to get this done before we get to the Orion planet. I also want to get this done with I want about a half an hour at the end, so we can do the stuff at the Orion, at the suspected Orion outpost. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, like I said, it's Reason Science difficulty 4. I believe there is an assist. A science, yeah. So it has to be a science-related assist. Up to 2 of them.
Well, Skittles should help.
Yeah,
They
Skittles.
seem to be
and
working
then,
well together.
yeah, and then you can have the ship assist as well, and that'll be your second assist.
Sweet. Okay.
Or unless anybody else wanted to assist.
Kelly, can you find me a science talent?
Jack?
Say again?
Can you find me a science talent for Skittles?
On it.
Thank you, dear.
Okay, so the 2 assists are Strasser and the ship.
Yep.
Okay. Ship will be
And I
assisting with
think
structure science.
after that last scene, we're going to give her +1 to con.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So, currently only have 3 work on the work track. No breakthroughs as of yet.
Complication
Let's get
range
working.
is 3.
The complication range actually is now non-existent because of the scene with the with the Orions.
Yeah.
So you are. Yeah, 3 attempts.
I didn't mean to do that. That was an
Okay.
accident.
So are you buying any dice?
I was going to buy dice. Yes, I was going to buy.
How many dice would you like?
I would unfortunately like 3 more die.
Okay.
This
So
is
1,
much
2,
tougher
3,
than the
4,
other
5,
one.
6. We're going to be breaking 60 threat today, and I love it. All right.
Okay, and I get 2 more rerolls if I need, and go. That's actually not bad.
Not bad, eat a dick.
Rolls 3 crits. Actually, that's not that bad.
I know.
Look,
Currently,
I may be setting unrealistic expectations.
that's 3 float as of right now. We're still waiting on the assist from
Yep,
Strasser
just
and the ship.
seeing if her new talent comes into play.
There should be some good extended task ones if you want to look for those.
Yeah.
Can we increase a stat of hers with this?
We did, but we've maxed out her stats at this point. Ah, perfect. Whenever you succeed at a task, as part of an extended task, you gain 1 additional work. Does that affect the assistant?
Can you post the talent for me? I just need to look at the language. Put it in Discord.
I did, yep.
Does she have the requisite engineering and science stats?
Yes, she does.
She would
she's
have
mostly
she
an
would have to be
assist.
the primary roller for it
Okay, so
in order to.
sorry, I'm just gonna leave the one that Jack used. It's not useful right now, but it'll be useful later, I'm sure.
Okay.
And then reason science. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da. Difficulty. Decoding anomaly focus.
Yeah.
Her mind is somewhere else for some reason.
And the ship, yeah, she's walking a little bolt-legged.
I can tell you why.
Jeez. Right.
I don't think you could.
And the ship.
Kestra, you're the ship. Kyle, you're the ship.
Justin.
I got the ship. I got the
Yep,
ship. What is
sorry,
it?
what's
Sensors
going
and
on?
science?
Sorry about that. I have some
Okay.
people came in. What's up?
Oh, nothing. We got it. We got it covered. But next time you're gonna do the ship, okay?
Okie dokie.
Trev, you said you got the ship. There it is.
I do.
4 float. 6 challenge die, please.
Okay, let's re-roll those 3. Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you gonna spend for piercing?
Yes, most definitely.
All right, that is 7. Brings you up to 10 on the work track. 1 breakthrough.
Just remember, Woodyard, anytime you're rolling challenge dice and you have the ability to spend for piercing, just call it before you roll.
Sure, absolutely.
Gotcha. You are 1 of 4 on the work track. You are sorry. You are 1 of 4 on the magnitude track. Difficulty reduces to 3. You have 2 attempts remaining, which means that in the next 2 rolls you need to get a total of 10 work.
Okay, well, we're going to definitely buy 3 more.
With?
Oh, we have momentum. I'll do momentum. I'll do momentum this time.
So to get 3 more, that's going to clear out your momentum pool.
No, let's not do that. Sorry. Let's just do this one more with a threat, and then I'll use momentum if I don't get any float.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh Lord.
No yawning. We still got stuff to do.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, going.
I'm gonna send you a quick homework thing real quick.
All right. Starting for
And
Actually,
I'm gonna re-roll that
Photoshop.
20. And I'm gonna Great. And I'm gonna re-roll the 16.
Yikes, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can re-roll the Guan use 20 with that ability.
Oh.
Is it
technical
expertise? Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, whenever you which may be the ship's die. You're absolutely correct. Let's do that then.
Okie dokie.
And then we still have Strasser's die, right?
Send it.
Yeah, we're doing Strasser again. Hey, Skittles. Come here. Come here, baby girl. Yeah.
6 success.
Nice.
Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3,
5.
4, 5, 6. That is a 3 float. 6 challenge
Okay.
die. Are you doing piercing?
Piercing, and yes, and I'm gonna re-roll 2 just in case when they come along.
You sure?
Maybe I don't need to re-roll.
Alright, that's 6 on the work track. You are 2 of 4 breakthroughs. Difficulty reduces to 2.
You spend 4 momentum here and just complete it.
Is that possible?
Oh, yep. So you can use the 2 float and 2 bank momentum to complete it.
Do it.
Alright.
There's 2 more breakthroughs for.
So, here's what happened. You are on the bridge. Everybody. Let's make sure. Okay, yeah, give me. Okay, sorry, I was doing other things too. Okay, so. Give me just 2 seconds, everybody. What the frick?
Love my ship. With all my little crazy people.
Am I just not there? Or.
Nope. Sorry,
Well,
I was doing. I'm doing.
Last time we
I
used
have,
the scene, you were on the OA team.
I have 4 things happening at the same time. Sorry. Kestra. Blech. Oh, the tokens are already there. Strausser is over Woodyard's shoulder.
Oh.
Ramirez will be at the secondary tactical. Actually, no, this is engineering, isn't it? No, it doesn't.
No, yeah, it's an engineering console.
Okay, and then Kelly's in engineering. All right. You find a planet in that middle sector, in sector 942518. Moment, everybody. I will tell you the exact planet it is. So, for those of you with the star charts, you find a uninhabited Class M planet. It is arboreal, so think taiga rather than a normal forest. So like Russian Great Forest. The general temperature is a little bit colder than what the Lormians are used to. Minister Bekek is also on the bridge. And his token, is somewhere.
Probably in GM stuff.
Yeah. Minister Bekek looks at it. He's at the sort of top station. And it is a beautiful, sort of dark green, has a couple of oceans on it. Mr. Bekek breathes a sigh of relief and puts his head down. Okay.
She is a beautiful planet.
And it's uninhabited? Science
As far
officer?
as our Ensign?
As far as I can tell.
Lieutenant, that's an old token. Would you to drink?
I do put that in the data pad.
Aha, no, they broke the token. I'll fix it.
Let me do a scan just to be sure that it's that there's no sentient life.
While he's doing that, I lean over and show Captain the tally board.
One drink. Reason
No,
science.
that's two now.
Oh, reason science diff 1. From me, a type.
Reason science diff 1.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Dear God. Just barely.
You're back!
I know.
You got all of those great rolls, and imagine flunking on the diff 1 roll.
Right.
So funny.
Well, I can re-roll that 17, but I got enough. We're good.
You see, there appear to be no civilizations on this planet. It appears to be Class M, oxygen, carbon, argon atmosphere. Has good day-night cycles. It's a red dwarf star, which is actually no, it's a red main sequence star. It's a very cool star, which means that the Goldilocks zone is pretty close to it. That also means that the view from the planet is going to have a pretty big sun. But it appears to be the planet that you've been looking for.
Oh, beautiful.
Captain,
Okay.
Minister Bekek turns around.
Minister?
This one is one to watch.
Yep,
will. Yeah.
We'll send our preliminary survey team down, get the ball rolling, make sure none of the flora or fauna is trying to kill us on sight, and then we'll do proper surveys and see if this is a viable home.
Yes. Hagen, it's been a bit. Your telepathy is at 85%. Still gives
Okay.
you a little bit of a migraine, but you feel the emotions wave off Minister Bekek. He feels a sense of relief, a sense of calm, but an anticipation of the fight that they have ahead of them. because there are a decent amount of Lormans on the station. There are a whole hell of a lot more on the planet.
So, Minister, now that we have found a potential home base, as it were, were your people planning on, working on transport, or is it just going to be us ferrying?
That will be determined by our conversations with the what remains of the government. I am in favor of full moving away. There will be some who feel the need to remain on our ancestral homeworld.
Of course.
Of course, this is so far from our homeworld. There's a sadness to that thought a little bit. He says, well, Captain, let me know how your surveys go. And I would like to go down to the planet eventually.
Yes,
but
as soon as you can join the second wave, as soon as we confirm that we're not all going to be murdered on site.
I appreciate that, Captain.
And I'll go with the first wave, just to make sure.
Nick leans over. Yeah, that's first officer's job. First team's always yours. I mean, unless you want to sit this one out, I can go down.
You're not allowed to go down to any planet, ever. Unfortunately, you sat in the big chair.
You know, I could just order you to stay.
And I would countermand that order, sir.
This seems
go
to
get your
be
team
rather
ready.
counterproductive. He walks out. Scene ends, and I'm going to narrate this because I don't have a planet tile right now. But Kestra, you and the small survey team, which would include Woodyard, Rokel would be down there for security. You step on a virgin world. The smell of pine erupts from the clearing that you transport down into. You look up. Instead of a blue sky, it is a rather orange sky. It's about sunset right now, and the sunset has these beautiful, dark, deep blood red efforts to it right at the horizon, and then sort of minimizes out to a light orange pink. The survey team finds some fauna, some dangerous fauna, dangerous plants, dangerous animals, but those are all to be expected. Seems to be a lot of woodland creatures, and the canopy extends out. The forest covers basically it's 50% water. This planet, which is less than Earth. So, that's all concentrated in one big sort of ocean with some lakes and streams.
Oh, so the center of the only continent's got to get real dry.
Yeah. There appear to be a system of rivers that keep alive a majority of the forest, but there are some drier desert areas. Not really a tropics area, just the way that the planet evolved. Frozen North and South Pole. And you can see the small sort of Phobos-sized moon that rotates. This is a virgin world, and Starfleet has given you the opportunity to see it in its untouched state. Scene ends with survey teams beaming up, Minister Patek giving his approval, and that's that.
I think Kesha does have a kind of a wistful sense of like, this is what Starfleet should be all the time. This is what the people who sign up for Starfleet sign up to do. They're not there to be soldiers. They're scientists and explorers that have to be soldiers to defend themselves, and it's just it's sad, I think, for her.
For sure. I took up momentum away from the scene ending. Captain. Next stop. The Orion.
About how long has it taken since the last little bit? We're kind of fast traveling, so trying to keep track of the star dates.
Yeah. So you are about 2 months into your 3-month mission.
So another 2 months, another 30 days. Okay, I can work with that.
Yep.
Perhaps like another ship to help us out. Get
No.
another Starfleet vessel to help us out with this.
We're not going to be ferrying the Lormians. Like, our job is to explore, and we're exploring. We found a home. Now we do our surveys. We send that info back to DS Fortitude. Admiral Yannick starts dealing with the diplomatic corps to see how we can get the Lormians there safely and quickly, so we can pull our team back and let that fucking planet fall from orbit. I might like give the entire ship shore leave and not let them leave, just so we can go watch it.
Ooh. Okay.
I want to watch that fucking computer die.
So, next stop, Orion Country. Move your yeah. Anything else before we move on?
Nope.
Do we have like a plan for this Orion planet? Because they could potentially have thousands of ships there, hundreds of ships. I mean,
I doubt it.
10.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think the Orion Syndicate has thousands of ships.
I just said.
Even
moreover,
so, both the Klingons and the Federation are fighting a war on the other side of the quadrant. We are as good as it's going to get.
Yeah.
And let's be real. If we get there and oh no, there is the entire Orion Syndicate with their guns pointed at us, we can outrun literally all of them, and we can fly them into the Shackleton Expanse, where we can navigate freely and they can't.
Point.
That is also true.
One of the real nice things I
Just
love
a
about
second.
Federation starships
AFK.
is they outgun whatever they can't outrun.
So, anything else before we move on? All right. I will take your silence as. Oops, give me one moment. All right. Just one moment, everybody.
Yeah, sorry, my major just texted me. He's like, "Can I bring your crock pot?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I lent you that, didn't I?"
Okay. You jump into the system in question in orbit.
Sorry, I'm still gonna need like 3 more minutes to deal with this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just texted me saying, "Hey, meet me at the door."
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's my neighbor. Okay.
I feel a little tension.
No.
Okay. I think my stomach has finally calmed down. I don't know what's going on, but I drank like a 2 liter of water. I feel good.
It's always annoying when your digestive tract decides to rebel for no discernible reason.
Yeah. Well, I can probably pinpoint the reason, but you ever ate some shit that you definitely shouldn't have ate? That's me.
I generally tend to try to avoid that.
Well,
Well,
You
that's
know,
not
there-
living life to the fullest.
there's a really
Okay, but
interesting.
you know what we don't do? While not living life to the fullest, we
What?
don't spew various uncomfortable liquids out both ends.
That is
There's-
also true.
There's,
Alright, I'm
there's a
back.
very
Sorry
good
about
This
that.
American Life episode where they talk to a guy who's allergic to
I'm back. Sorry
shellfish,
about that.
and he's sensitive to it, but he's not deathly allergic to it, and so sometimes he eats it, and sometimes he doesn't. And they're like, "Why? Why would you put yourself through it?" He's like, "I cannot, and I will not go through life without shrimp." And I was like,
Oh my god! Wait, no, allergies you should definitely avoid. I'm saying.
Well, I don't. He was sensitive to it. He said sometimes it closes his throat and sometimes it doesn't. Like,
Oh,
okay.
Reminds me of this story someone had about a kid they knew who was deathly allergic to peanuts. You know, it's someone they went to school with, and then one day the kid just went, "I can't stand it anymore," grabbed another student's Reese's peanut butter cup and ate it. Then
And then-
immediately pulled out an EpiPen and stabbed himself with it. And of course, he still had to, paramedics still had to come and take him away, and the last thing they heard him say was, "That was so worth it."
Remember reading that post. Anyway, I'm back.
So, you jump, Edwards. It is up to you. Are you? How are you jumping into the system? Where are you coming from?
We are scanning, and we are jumping into the system from the direction we wanted. We can.
Are you scanning for anything in particular?
I want Rokel doing whatever he can to try to give us an advantage on scanning for cloaked vessels when we get to the system. But in reality, like, we're warping in, so unless they're all zipping in and out, we're not going to get much.
Okay.
So,
Um,
active scans for vessels, knowing full well that they are likely cloaked, or landed, or hidden, because that's what the Orion Syndicate does.
all right. So, Rokel,
Yep.
you have just been asked to scan for any vessels in the system before you jump in.
Okay.
I will let you declare the difficulty for the roll. The difficulty for the roll is going to be from, you can range it from 2 to 8.
Yikes. Okay. And depending on how hard the difficulty is, depending on I'm sorry. Okay, so the amount of ships I find depends on the difficulty, I assume, right?
The quality of the information I give you is what matters. So you
Okay.
can do just like a normal active scan for any vessels that are just hanging out. Or if you want to do a very, very in-depth scan looking for minute differences in subspace background radiation to look for any cloaked ships, that would be on the higher end.
Right. Okay then. You know what? We'll go ahead and try to find decent information. So let's go for 4. Definitely 4.
Okay.
It's we'll be getting a decent amount of information out of it, but not full information, I'm afraid.
This is going to be Diff 4 reason security. The ship will be assisting, reducing difficulty to 3 with sensor science.
Sensor science.
Given that the Orions use Klingon ships, is it possible that his knowledge of Klingon ships and Klingon cloaking devices work as a focus here?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll allow that.
It was control security?
Reason security.
Yikes. Okay. You know what? I think I will go ahead and give you a value Um. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and give you a value. The only prize in war is victory. Or
Only
today is
prize
a
in
good
war is
day to
victory.
die.
Gotcha.
Oh, all right, cool. And I'll go ahead and give you. You know what? I'll give you 4 dice.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, you already have 53 threat. I'll give you 3. I'll give you enough for 3 dice instead.
Okay.
So that's, I believe, 2 threat, I think. Or is it 1?
For 3 dice is just the one.
1. All right. Okay. So we'll go ahead and roll. We'll go and re-roll the 18 with bold.
There's my baby. Coming out strong.
Awesome. I was re-rolling that 18.
So that is 3. You're rerolling the 18, right?
Yeah,
So
I
that's
re-rolled
2,
the
1,
8.
3 is 6 successes out of a difficulty of 3. So that is 3 momentum generated.
Difficulty 4, actually.
Yep, the sensors reduced it to 3. So you're still getting difficulty 4
Oh.
information, but at a
Oh,
reduced
okay.
difficulty.
She's their
So-
baby. Treat her with care, and she'll help you as long as you're not asking for something from the replicator.
You said the word.
I said it
Wasn't in character.
out of character.
A replicated cup of coffee appears on Kyle's desk. So. Thank you. So. Really bad. You detect 2 cloaked vessels.
Okay.
Give me just 1 second,
Are-
everybody. Just no. Sorry, everybody.
Do I still have the telepathy damaged
Yes, you do.
thing? Okay.
All right. The cloaked vessels. He sent me pictures of his desk. Oh, you have an LCAR computer? You have a keyboard and mouse LCAR table?
It's new.
Matt?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
awesome. You're just
I
doing
hit the
that to show
buttons a
off.
few times tonight. Yeah.
All right. So, you detect the cloaked vessels, and you know what? How about I just create a map willy-nilly for you? Here.
Loading. Space better.
Come on, get everybody over. Come
I believe
on.
in you.
You can do it.
So, you detect the 2 cloaked vessels. These vessels are cloaked, so I will mark them as such.
They are, however, not as cloaked as they would like to think they are.
Yes. Immediately, I'm going to ask for a reason. This is going to be Insight Con from anybody who wants to make it on the bridge as these come up on the view screen. Insight Con, difficulty of 2, 1 per ship.
I'm gonna take it.
Who has the best
Okay.
Take
con
it.
roll?
Would
Pick a primary roller.
diplomacy or puzzles apply?
No. I'm going with Insight Con with the focus of deception, because what else is a cloaking device for?
This is not in relation to the cloaking device.
Oh.
It's in relation to the conditions of the ships.
Oh, seen. Okay. In that
Okay.
case, I'm just gonna write it.
I can have a focus if someone assists me.
And then in that case, I will assist you.
Alright. You guys can hear the music, right?
Yes.
Very loudly,
Yep.
yes. I'm turning it down.
Very loudly. Sorry.
I'm gonna.
I can't hear it at all.
What's the difficulty on this?
It'll be difficulty 2.
I'll buy a dice with momentum.
Sure. Oh, I'm sorry. At the start of the scene, I'm going to be spending some credit. Just give me 1 second.
Why can't I hear the music? I feel
Why do I
left
hear
out.
boss music? Any comp range?
No.
That's a whole lot of threat you just spent.
I
don't
had
like
it
that.
What'd you expect him to do with threat? Hoard it like a dragon?
Yes? It was our gift to
Yes.
him. He had a birthday earlier this year.
The ships look damaged. You see immediately right away, Castro, that they are damaged. Mechanically, their structure has been completely blacked out with breaches. They're floating in space. You're not sensing any. Strike that. You do sense people in this ship.
Uh-huh.
You sense no people in this ship.
Can I do an insight medicine check here to try and like scan over like the surface thoughts of the people in that ship?
I'll give that to you for free, actually.
Okay.
Actually, no. Yeah, let's do insight medicine. This is going to be opposed.
Okay. In that case, I'll spend a momentum and give you 5 threat, I guess. Telepathic prowess apply here.
Yep. I'm buying a full met.
And would prodigy come into play here?
No.
I should have
Nope.
taken telepathic prodigy. I know it. Okay.
What's your target number here?
My target number here is 15.
Okay. Their target number is going to be 13.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, just one moment. I'm looking at a thing. Okay.
I'm playing tug of war.
I'll spend a value here. Actually, I will say either failure is not an option or Starfleet's here to help, and you choose which one you think is better.
Make a case for one of them.
Okay, for Starfleet's here to help, I'm scanning to see if these people are in distress, if they need assistance, how, what's going on here. It's coming from a place of, is this a dangerous situation for them, not necessarily for us?
Okay.
Here, be a
Yeah,
moment.
I'll take that.
Okay. Okie dokie, and roll it.
I know just how to spend that.
That's one momentum generated. So you're trying to determine whether or not they're injured?
Well, what I'm looking for is surface thoughts of, like, people who are commanders, people who are in charge, usually have a very strong presence.
Yep.
Like the stat. So I'm looking for someone like that and seeing what they're thinking of right now.
Yeah. The people on the ship are in terrible distress and danger. They have been heavily injured. Their service thoughts read, "Get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here, please help." Like, you feel like as soon as you lock on, you immediately see that they are in distress, but not for the reasons that you think. They are not like Klingons on there. They are Orions. They felt your presence, and they were not resisting against you. A device that they were wearing on their heads was resisting.
Oh, like a slave collar.
I think as she's reading this, Kestra stands up and she looks at Edwards and says, "Captain, this is a trap."
Acknowledged. Woodyard, get me a count. Rokel, scan the area. Tell me what's damaging that thing. And obviously this is a trap. What else you got for me, Kestra?
The people on... There's no one on the ship to... I'm trying to figure out... There's no one on the ship in this sector? In the east? No, west? Yes, west. There's no one in this sector to the west, and to the northwest, the people on this ship are in severe distress. They're wearing some form of telepathic dampening device, and they're terrified.
My gut instinct is to get them off that vessel, and if you're telling me they're wearing a device, the next thing attached to that is a bomb, so that's not going to happen. Woodyard, I need to know if they've got life support and if that ship's about to fall apart.
Hi, Captain.
Woodyard, what are you scanning for?
I am going to scan for... I'm going to scan for energy. I mean, we know that... Okay, I don't know how much the... Well, never mind, forget it. I'm just going to scan for energy output, or any kind of active systems, damage systems. I'm going to scan for damage systems.
On the ship?
Yes.
Go ahead and give me reason engineering difficulty of 2.
Okay, I'm going to buy 1 additional die with threat.
Yep. Kestra, can I keep you until 10:15?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to use a focus sensor operation.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Thank you.
The ship has been intentionally damaged, so the structure, this ship, for all intents and purposes, it needs dry dock. It needs to be taken and fully, pretty much the hull needs to be rebuilt from scratch. The ship is fully disabled. The engines have been set to overload. The overload is not currently ongoing. However, it could be set off.
So they turned the whole ship into a bomb.
Yeah.
Basically.
That was literally what I was going to say. I was like, sir, these ships are a bomb. Ready to go off.
Both of them?
Well,
You have one
at least
float.
one. Yeah. I'll, I have one float, and I have also, science officer. I think I can use additional questions. So let me ask for both ships.
For both ships, the bottom one is currently on an overload time. It is presently an overload and will overload in the next 15 minutes. Something has been triggered. Something has triggered that. I'll just tell you, the sensor systems on that southern ship have been rigged that if any ship that it doesn't recognize jumps in, the timer starts.
There's something that we did. It looks like jumping into the system set off those timers. They're both on a course to explosion.
No, the southern one is on a course.
The southern one. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
The middle one is it is rigged to go, but it is not.
The
So,
tiny head
so
is smaller than that
yeah.
one, yeah, basically.
right. Yes. The timer on the second one, sorry, the southern one has been triggered. It sets the blow off for the next 15 minutes. The top one, we haven't hit the trigger yet, but it's still rigged to blow.
And by the way, I'm actually going to have that be real life 15 minutes starting.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, I can work with real life 15 minutes. That's all the time in the world. Okay. Cool. All right.
Can we
So,
do another scan of the system, see if we can find any more ships?
That was something I was going to do, actually. I was ordered
Yep.
to
Yeah.
do by...
You have it's the same roll, so it would be reason, security, variable difficulty between 2 and 8.
Would it be a little easier now that we're closer?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. You know what? We'll go ahead and go for 5. Actually, no. Yeah. You know what? No, we'll go for
6.
difficulty. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go for difficulty 5.
Difficulty 5? Okay.
Yeah.
Div 5, reason, security. Assist with the ship's sensor science. So difficulty, you get Div 5 information at the cost of Div 4.
Alright. I'll go ahead and give you threat for dice. Go and give you...
And the ship is sensor science here?
Sensor science, yep.
Okay, I'll go and give you threat for 5S. GM?
1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6.
And go ahead and roll. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and re-roll that 19.
Okay.
while this is happening, and he's doing his job,
Okay.
Barely made it.
You did barely make it. You get Div 5 information. You detect more in the system. These 3 are gravitic mines that span that's real size, right? Not well, actually no, it's not real size. Those are giant clumps of tiny, motion-censored mines. Going into any of those 3 areas will assault your ship with stick-on mines. They don't have shields. So they could attach to your shields, explode, and then go past your shields, and then go attach to the hull. Those are all
so
cloaked.
they're minefield, basically. Minefields of the sticky kind of mine, similar to the magnetic mines used during the Second World War.
Yep. And in real life, the self-replicating mines that are currently across the world.
I love that World War II is fake, and in real life, DS9 is good.
When this ship explodes, is it going to set off these gravitic mines?
I will let you answer that question. I will not.
Okay. First order of business, Grix, get me engineering. Get Lieutenant Commander Kelly on the screen. Let's loop her in.
Blink.
Kelly here, Captain.
Saoirse, we've got a couple of birds of prey, one rigged to explode in the next 14 minutes, the other with a bunch of life signs in panic, under the same conditions, with telepathic dampening devices and a metric fuck ton of gravitic mines, all just waiting for us to come say hi. So, everyone, I'm taking suggestions. I need to get those people off that ship.
Well, you get me on board, I can probably disable whatever's gonna go boom.
I look over at Hagen, raise my eyebrows. Commander?
You can do it.
Well, problem with that, and Soak interrupts a little bit. If there's minefields here, well, you just kind of, we'll just say there's a screen and stuff like that. If there's minefields there, there's bound to be more.
Well, then we'll have to be careful, won't we? Soak, you're with Kelly. Go get this taken care of.
Problem with that is we triggered the first explosive by flying too close. Is a shuttle going to set that off? Like, if we get close enough to that ship, are we sitting on 15 minutes for the others?
Probably.
Okay.
Mitchell,
work with Raquel to plot a course as close as we can while avoiding the known gravitic mines. Raquel, keep an eye out for any additional pockets. Hagen, Kelly, prep your team.
Copy that.
You have 11 real minutes remaining. So the plan is to send an away team to which ship? The middle ship?
Yeah, no.
Or this bottom ship?
No, that ship. This ship is the one that's going to explode.
Okay.
We figure when we get close enough, 15 minutes, this timer is going to start. But that's the only data we have, is that this one started when we showed up.
I do think we need to move to this square now.
The problem with that is we need to be in this square to transport.
We're not going to this one, or are we going?
No, that's the one that's going to blow up. This is the one with people. We need to go up and around, and we need to make sure Raquel is scanning that there are no mines here, or here, and I'm going to skirt the shit out of this spot.
Okay, but, Captain, my estimations may run a little long if I'm getting shot at.
We're sending a team.
We don't have time. Let's go.
All right. Where are you going first?
I assume that's happening while they're talking anyway. Walking anyway. Okay. Mitchell, take us... Actually, we can air quotes warp literally anywhere. Based on speed of ship.
Yeah, so if you're planning on using warp, I'm going to pause the timer. If you're planning on using warp, here's how that works. It's basically like the sprint mechanic, which we never use on the ground anyway. So, you tell me the path that you want to go. Everything past the first jump costs... every jump costs power.
Yeah.
So currently, right now, you are sitting at a pretty healthy amount of power. Where the hell is...
We're at 16 power right now.
Yeah. So you have 16 power to use. That regenerates after... So, like, you're using that power, it's not going to be coming back unless you devote time to
Actually, every time we do a warp jump, we get to roll one challenge dice to see if we regain the power.
Yes, we do. Okay. Mitchell, take us the long way, warp us around, so I'm going to go with... Boo. Draw, you piece of shit. Because we need... transport is close range, so I have to be in that grid with them.
Okay, so you're just going?
I'm using warp as the fucking speed in which we can go gravitic mines. No, we'll take our time, do impulse while they prep their team.
So if you're going the impulse route, which means you have medium range, which means you do one thing per turn, we're going to go into initiative order. Okay.
Yeah, we can go up to 2 per turn. Here. We can get there in 3 turns. Technically less than 2. We can get there in 2 turns once. No, she doesn't get her own turn.
Okay. Tell me what you're gonna do, and then I'm gonna start back up the timer.
We can have the ship. Can't we give Mitchell the direct action and have her turn?
So she doesn't get a turn. Lower deckers don't get them. Their turn is my turn, basically. I get the direct action because I don't do anything. You guys have things you can do.
I would
pretty much tell people what to do.
I would allow since in this very limited instance, the timer's still paused. In this very limited instance, I would allow everybody on the bridge who outranks Lieutenant Mitchell to give the direct action.
Okay.
Basically, this is everybody saying, go this way, go that way, go this way, go that way.
So I'm going to eat our first, well, 2 turns. It's going to be my turn. And, no, I need Raquel scanning. And Woodyard doesn't outrank her. So this means nothing. Perfect. I hate you so much. Cool.
Yeah.
Impulse. We're going to start with impulse. We're going to go there. We're going to swift task, and we're going to go there. And then I'm going to reassess once that turn is over. Mitchell, take me to these coordinates. Raquel, keep scanning for any additional gravitic mines.
All right.
I think I see a gap in their pattern, but I'd rather not drive into them.
Okay. I'm restarting the timer. So the first turn is going to be Mitchell. That's going to be me. For that. And then who's going next? What's happening? Because currently I don't have any. There are currently. Well, I'm going to close my mouth. There is stuff happening between your turns, unless you keep the initiative.
We are going to keep the initiative,
which you get to do for free because Raquel's here.
Yeah. So I want Raquel scanning. I've given him my tentative flight plan, and I want him to make sure there are no to the best of his ability, make sure there's no gravitic mines in my flight plan, which is here.
Which is that flight plan. Okay. Raquel?
Am I allowed to cross here as one?
So you want to go 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd allow that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I can still get there in 2 more.
All right. Mitchell used her turn. Raquel, you're trying to scan in this area.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. It's going to be another one of these. If you're trying to find anything cloaked in that area, tell me the difficulty that you're trying to set it at. It's between 2 and 8.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and give you difficulty 3.
Okay.
Just trying to find messages.
Diff 2. It's diff 3 down to diff 2.
Oh, okay. Right. I keep on.
Because the ship is assisting.
Right. All right. In that case, just diff 4. Diff 4.
Diff 4. Okay.
I keep on forgetting about that ship talent. All right.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and give you 1 threat for 3 dice.
All right.
And fingers crossed.
4 successes. Waiting on the ship. You're down to 6 minutes 45 seconds. I will.
Ship.
Yeah.
Because the token is right there. I keep drawing lines. Sensor science. Boom, boom, boom.
One float. According to your sensors, there is no gravitic. Oh, you said the difficulty is what?
4.
And to be clear, you are scanning this one section only, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You detect a smaller cluster of gravitic points. If I could please grab the drawing. Right in that area.
Captain, there are mines in that path ahead. I suggest we take a detour. Unless you
Sarah,
want to be floating
I
around.
very much don't. Adjust heading.
Okay. In my stuff. Okay.
Why would we take an extra step instead of cutting diagonal?
Oh, right. I've already established the rule that I can go right here.
Yep. Up to you.
Oh, yeah. No, well, we gotta adjust the heading anyway, so just heading to there. do that.
Ready?
Cool.
Mitchell
So
going again?
done. We've already paid to maintain, so it's your turn. Unless he has a swift task he can do.
I am done.
Okay, cool. In that
Okay,
case,
just for the future, can I scan two sectors like this one and this one, for example? And
Yeah, you can
and
do whatever you want.
Oh, okay. You know what? I made a little dummy mistake
It's
then.
okay.
Oh well, that's just for future reference.
For future reference, for sure. 4.5.
cool. Well, I'm assuming that everything's good to go. Sarah just heading to here and here. My other officers are all running down hallways, preparing their stuff. So yeah, that just happened.
My turn. Okay.
Okay, and our last maneuver is straight into that there.
Straight into this cell here.
Yeah, we can
Yep,
assume
with
that one has no
ship.
gravitic mines because they would have hit the ship by now. And that puts us in range, and then hopefully my away team is ready to go.
Okay. There you go into that area, nothing happens. You activating transport with the away team?
Yes, they're
Pausing the
buying
timer.
body armor, phaser rifles, pattern enhancers. They're taking Chief Petty Officer Ramirez, Takara, Kelly, and Thalos.
We're also
Along
taking
with
a med
Hagen.
kit.
And a medkit.
Okay, full battle rattle. Got it.
Hey, that
So,
was Hagen. I told Hagen to
Body
buy what she wanted.
officers are taking body armor and
I'll be
phaser
taking my
rifles.
Atlas, and I will.
You're not going. You're on the bridge.
We
You're
need you on the
Ramirez.
brise in case we get attacked.
Yeah. So, a phase rifle. In that case, he can test out.
Actually-
his new bayonet then.
I have
Yeah,
paused the
in a
timer.
in a last second moment, Chief Ramirez report to the bridge. Rokel joined the away team.
Okay. Propel's going on the away team. Ramirez is on the bridge.
Yep.
Okay, so I have Hagen, Kelly, Rokel, and Takara.
Yep.
Takara
And
and
Thalos.
Rokel are getting body armor and phaser rifles.
Okay.
In case.
Rokel already has armor on his
Then you don't need it.
uniform. His uniform
Then you
is
don't need it.
armor. So it's just only one pair, unless you want him to double.
Tell you what, we'll
Double
give
up.
you a personal force field, which apparently we have.
That's shoot. Kyle has to really be.
I mean,
That's very
you
funny.
could also double trauma plate up. You know.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
That they use
So-
sometimes.
So currently I have Hagen, Kelly, Rokel, and Takara on the away team.
And Thalos.
And Chief Talos. Alright.
No, Dr. Talos.
Oh, yeah, done.
He is combat focused doctor. We know people are in distress. He can fight, he can heal. Klingon can fight in no Klingon system. Engineer can touch things and do magic. This is the best
Okay.
team we're gonna get.
I am, in fact, magic.
Rokel will bring his bat'leth on this one, and
Saoirse
of
may or
course
may not
he'll
be
go
blessed
on
by the
top
Fae.
of him.
Alright. One moment, I'm activating a new scene. Start back with music, please. Alright, there are a lot of old tokens on this map because this one I forgot to do. I have not restarted the timer yet. So, transporting in to engineering that has transporter paths for some reason is Hagen, Kelly, Rokel, Dr. Talos, and
Takara.
Kara.
He's super sneak.
You see, tied to the console here. Enemy. are 5 Orions. They are all physically tied to that. They have collars on their necks, and across and attached to this engineering console. God, this music is so loud. Attached to this engineering console is what appears to be a rather large gravitic mine. I am starting the clock in 3, 2, 1. You have 3 minutes, 45 seconds.
Kelly.
May I go first?
Yep. We are in combat actions. Kelly.
All right, I'm going to disarm the mine.
Okay. So to disarm this gravitic mine, this is a complex circuitry. This has fail safes. It has anti-trigger warnings. It has everything attached to it and other bomb things to actively defuse. And you see that this is not a Klingon bomb. I will just tell you that. It is a configuration of which you have never seen.
All right, I'm Saoirse fucking Kelly. Let's get this done.
This is going to be control security or engineering. Difficulty of 5. Complication range I'm spending to make it up to 1. Make it up to 2, 3, 4, 5. Control security or engineering diff 5, comp 5. There is not enough room for any more than 1 assist. So I will allow an assist if necessary.
What role would it be for an assist?
It would be the same role that I just posted: control security or engineering.
I've got a 13 for control security. If anyone has anything better.
Give me the assist roll now.
No, Cal.
Okay, rolling.
That's 10-6. Okay. I'm pausing the timer. Jesus.
I didn't want to say anything because I'm so nervous. No, so my 9 successes on 1 roll. Should
I
have
think I'm
been
gonna
10
throw up
D8.
actually in real life.
That is on a difficulty 5 roll. That is 3 banked, 2 float. I have paused the timer. The last and final step, Kelly. You get in there. Rokel, you're assisting. It's not a Klingon bomb. This has every single bit of evidence pointing towards not Syndicate, not Romulan, the Dominion. This is a Dominion bomb that you are unleashing. You type in your system, and you're left with a choice between two wires. One wire goes to the explosive payload, one wire goes to the power system. You know which one it is, and you click. The bomb freaks out for a second. You see 3, 2, and flipping between 2 and 1, the bomb disarms. Now, here's what happens then. I'm spending the rest of my threat. Back out on the space. You feel a shuddering explosion as the other ship, upon the disarming of the bomb, explodes. Causing this and the mines surrounding the other ship to also explode. I'm going to need this explosion causes this to explode. I'm going to need anybody who'd like to give me 18 challenge die.
What?
A lot of challenge dice.
Oh dear.
I don't
I
like
reroll
that.
results.
And then I spent enough threat, so where you're going to reroll whiffs as well.
Oh, you mean prick.
Like all of the whiffs?
Yes. 1,
Look.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
We gave our DM 50 threat. We have no room to complain.
I didn't give him any.
You're welcome.
You gave him threat for sex.
Kyle,
You whore!
on board the bridge, Edwards, it's as though the space around you explodes. You take your shields fully collapse. They're done. You take 2 breaches. Please roll 2d20. If your engines get pinned, I will require another dice. So somebody please look up what that is, what the
I'm
engine
on it.
range is.
Alright, so an 8 gets you sensors, and a 9 also gets you sensors. Fuck the sensors.
2 breaches to your sensors. You lose all telemetry. The last thing you see as everything explodes around you, uncloaking in front of you, is a Vorcha class attack cruiser. For the next 5 weeks, we will be on a holiday hiatus.
You motherfucker.